we're going to have a contest. Whoever can come up with the best name for our show, our segment, the prize will be nothing. You ain't getting jack shit.
A big thank you and fuck you. Hillbilly Havoc. We're back once again with more fuckery and shenanigans.
Well, you're back.
Well, yeah.
Well, technically, you weren't kicked off the show for a week or nothing. It was just I had a special guest star and I had to take advantage of it. Some good questions that she had to answer.
True.
So, but you're back this week.
Yeah.
And we got some good shit planned today because before we get into it though, because we're going to be covering our favorite movie spoofs, stuff like Naked Gun and Scary Movie, and too many motherfucking remakes of movies. It's like Hollywood cannot pick and make original stuff now. It's got to be remakes of everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Some's good, some, well, not so fucking much.
So we're going to be covering the good, the bad, and the ugly while we're sitting here watching Rick and Morty.
Yeah, pretty much.
Since I got JP addicted to Rick and Morty.
Yeah, you bastard.
But before we start off, we got a few things we got to discuss because,
I'll dive right in and say I finally got to watch Godzilla King of the Monsters.
So what'd you think? Because me, personally, I loved Avengers Endgame, but for me, King of the Monsters is above it, just because I guess you could say I'm a bigger Godzilla fan than what I am Avengers fan.
I don't know if I can put one above the other.
I'll just...
If that makes any sense.
Well, it does kind of make sense, yeah.
I love comic book superheroes. But at the same time, I grew up since a wee thing watching Godzilla movies. So,
see, that's me too. I remember going to... my mom will take me to the local Blockbuster, which is like right there by where Mike and Brian live.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was old.
You're talking about fucking Blockbuster.
Yeah.
For the younger members of our audience, it was a video rental store.
Yes, you would rent.
And no, I don't mean DVDs. I mean VHS tapes.
Yeah, not
you don't know what it is, put it in the Google machine, type VHS tapes.
When I'm talking about Redbox.
No.
A video rental store.
Yeah.
But we would go there and I would rent like 3 or 4 Godzilla movies.
Yeah, because there's a fuck ton of them.
Oh yeah, there's like 30.
Oh, shit,
over
I think
30,
there's more
I think,
than that.
or so, that
I
I
would say
can
there's
think
closer to 50.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Now I think of it, it's probably up there, yeah. Yeah. But...
And they all have diverging timelines and...
yeah, because...
Yeah.
My favorite is Godzilla 1985. It's just...
That was one of the remakes, basically when they rebooted the series.
Yeah, yeah. It had, what's his face in it? From Perry Mason. I can't think of his name.
Perry Mason.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
His real name?
Yeah.
Well, really? That's his real name?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Oh, well. Anyways, it had that guy in it. So, I had him in it. But that was my favorite one. But I also like the Smog Monster one. Godzilla versus Smog Monster.
I remember Mothra.
I think it was, but I don't think it was called Smog Monster. I thought it's called like Godzilla versus Hedorah or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was the first depiction of the three-headed dragon, essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Three-headed dragon alien.
King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ghidorah is actually I actually like him as a villain. I'm glad they brought him into this modern. So so have you watched Endgame yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so out of 10, what do you give Endgame?
Endgame.
I give it 9.5. I'll give it 9.5.
Damn, I'm being harsh in compared to you. I was gonna say at least, a 8.
So we both agree it's up there.
Yeah.
Now for me, as far as Godzilla goes, I give that a 10 out of 10. It's like I said, maybe it's just me being a little bit more of a Godzilla fanboy than what I am Marvel.
I like Godzilla, but I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10. And I'll tell you why.
Maybe it's
There's
just
another movie in that universe that I thoroughly liked and enjoyed better.
Is it Kong?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's King Kong.
Yeah.
That was just by far.
Well, anytime you have Samuel L. Jackson in, you're already going to get some points.
Yeah, that may have had something to do with it, too. And I think he might have dropped a few motherfuckers in it, too.
A few? Shit.
It's been a while since I watched it, okay? My memory ain't what it used to be.
Does he ever just drop a few motherfuckers? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he does, but...
Of course, it's just a few.
But, yeah.
He'd never excessively used the word motherfucker.
No, not Samuel L. Jackson.
Just motherfuck this, motherfuck that.
Which brings me to a point. Do you know they put Pulp Fiction on Netflix?
Yeah.
I
seen it last night.
And they put Jackie Brown on there too, Inglourious Bastards.
Now, I know about Inglourious Bastards.
Which is going to be perfect when we do, because we were planning on doing a Quentin Tarantino
Yeah.
episode where we...
And one of the Tarantino movies I've never watched is well, there's 2 now I haven't watched that I know of.
I haven't watched this new one that just come out.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I ain't watched it either. But I haven't watched Pulp Fiction.
You know what? I haven't either. I know that sounds weird. It's just one of those movies
I have watched
never got around to watch.
I watched it when it come out. When him and Eli Roth teamed up and done Planet Terror and then Death Proof.
Yes,
in the Grindhouse style movies like it used to do back in the 70s.
Oh God, I know which episode. We're watching Rick and Morty, by the way. And I know exactly which episode this is.
Rick Potion number 9.
Yep. I can't wait till the new episodes come out.
I know, it's fucking killing me.
So, which brings me to another thing I want to talk about. Because we were talking about the Avengers.
Yeah.
And I watched Into the Spider-Verse last night.
Oh, did you?
And I gotta tell you, that movie is awesome.
There's one part that catches me off guard. I was not expecting the Porky Pig looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
I did not expect the whole Porker Pig or Peter Porker or whatever it was. But
I need to go back and rewatch it before I fell asleep.
It's
and off on it.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Yeah, it's animated, but it's got some really famous people doing the voices.
I don't give a damn for animated or not. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Like some of the best Batman movies I've watched have been fucking animated.
Oh yeah, the animated ones. Oh yeah. Here's the thing. You know they were talking about doing a Spider-Verse actual movie where they put Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and who's the new kid? I forget his name.
Shit.
Why can't I think of the kid's name right now? I could throw it in the Google machine.
Yeah.
And look him up, because for some reason I can't think of his name, and I don't know why. Any other time I could tell you just like that.
I want to say it's Tom something, but I've been
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
Or is that the guy that plays It?
No, that's Tom Holland's Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure. The guy who plays It is something Skarsgård or whatever like that. I believe it's Tom Holland is his name.
Let's find out.
I'm pretty sure.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, Tom Holland. Okay, but they all three said they would love to do a Spider-Verse movie.
And Far From Home, you got Jake Gyllenhaal. That's where I was getting confused earlier.
Yeah, because you.
For some reason, I confused him with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the Spider-Mans. I've seen Tobey Maguire's. I have seen this Not Far From Home with the one right before.
Oh, the Homecoming. See, I've not seen
Homecoming.
Far From Home yet. I'm thinking about going to see it tomorrow.
I haven't seen Far From Home, but Homecoming, when they basically rebooted the series yet again.
Yeah, but it was a good reboot. I thought the Andrew Garfield reboot was good.
Well, I've never watched it, so I don't know.
Which this goes to, I don't know if you can, this goes as part as
I hope
remakes, but that's one series they have remade and rebooted over and over again.
And I think they're finally getting it right.
Tom Holland does a great Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
I know what's coming out in October.
I'm trying to think.
Carnage.
Is it so? I've not seen any trailers or anything for it.
It is.
Is it 100%.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Wow. I didn't think it was coming out that soon.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and put this out on the line right now. And I'm probably going to get a lot of blowback for it. But
So, fuck them.
if they make this real life Spider-Verse movie and put Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man all in one, and they make a live-action Spider-Verse movie, I'm going to go on a limb and tell you that it may not do it as much,
I'm wrong.
but it will do. Here's my prediction: it will almost beat Avengers for highest grossing movie of all time. I think it will come close to it because there's a lot of people that actually want this movie, and I think it will gross. So Marvel, if you want to blow DC out even more, make that movie happen because it's not like you got any competition, anyways.
And guess who is playing Carnage?
Is it still
It's Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. Plus he's got Zombieland 2. I mean,
Well, it got pushed back.
Zombieland 2 did?
No.
The Carnage movie?
Yeah, October next year.
So,
And they're coming out with another Venom movie also.
I think I liked the last Venom movie. I know it wasn't as up to par as it should have been, but I know that's only because they could only do so much with what they had because at that time they didn't have the rights to the Spider-Man character.
It's still a Sony movie, and
Yeah.
Sony was the one produced and has the Spider-Man rights.
Right. So maybe the next one will be a little bit better.
I enjoyed it. What's his fucking name?
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy. He plays an awesome Eddie Brock.
Yeah, he did great as Bane too.
And Woody Harrelson as
Carnage is going to be
because Carnage is already this psychotic serial killer. I mean, he in the scene of Venom, he had the bright, current top fucking hair and everything.
Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah.
Cletus Cassidy. So another movie we have to get into that I don't know if you watched it, but have you seen the new Rocko's Modern Life?
I started watching it, but it was in Spanish.
It was in Spanish. It's on Netflix. You could.
Yeah.
Why was it? Okay.
Yeah, don't ask.
Well, anyway.
I just got pissed off and turned it off.
I liked it, but I think I expected too much out of it because it didn't satisfy my nostalgia in a way. It just, I don't know. I think I was too hyped for the movie to where
You was expecting what was basically the old cartoon series to pick back up, and
look, it was good. It was good, but
I'm gonna give it a chance. I just don't know when.
Basically they're in space for like 25 years. Him, Heifer, and
I wonder.
Filbert and Spunky
flying through the fucking house.
Yeah, and when they come back to Earth, it's it's the 21st century. It's not they were still in the 90s, so it's I'm sorry, I'm a little preoccupied watching Rick and Morty here, but yeah, it was good. I'd probably give it out of a 10, I'd probably give it like a 7.5. There was a lot of things missing from it. All the original voices were back.
You can tell that's kind of out of practice, so.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna. I think if they actually make it into a series.
It was ballsy for Netflix to do it. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. But
it was pretty ballsy on their part.
Yeah. I finished all Stranger Things finally.
I haven't.
I had to go back up and binge the first seasons 2 and 3 within like a week. Not even a week,
You
really.
mean 1 and 2?
Yeah, no, 2 and 3. I've watched 1, but I now watched season 2 and 3.
Oh,
so I had to go back and watch. I had to go and watch 2
and
then go watch 3,
okay.
And I enjoyed it. It was like right up my 80s horror movies.
Yeah,
it's right up there with me, and I don't know. I'm not going to talk about anything because I don't want to spoil it for you. But when you watch it, we'll talk more in depth about it. But it was really good.
Normally
I
I've watched it by now, but things just being hectic, and it'd probably be fall or winter time before I get to sit down and actually watch it when I can't get outside and do what the hell needs to be done and all that shit.
Well, see, here's the thing. I got a problem that I've been trying to solve for a while, and I'm having trouble trying to find a show to watch because back in November of last year, I decided baseball season was over, so I figured why not go back and binge all of Game of Thrones. So I was like, well, I'm gonna go back and start and get ready for the last season.
Yeah.
So I started binging it. I started from season 1. By the time a week before the season or last season premiere, I finished. So I binge watched all that. As soon as it was done, I still had like a month left on my HBO Now subscription because I had to watch all of it together. Because Game of Thrones is one of those shows that if you don't watch it right when it happens live, you're going to get spoiled for you.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like what The Walking Dead used to be.
Yeah, well, when Walking Dead was good.
Yeah.
But
that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. We're not going to. I could go into a whole 2-hour episode about how shitty that show has become.
Maybe the movie they're coming out with will redeem it.
I want to say it's probably like a 1% chance that that's going to happen.
I'm hoping.
You're more hopeful than me. Somebody who's stuck around.
It started off strong.
Yeah. I stuck around through a lot of it, but I just couldn't.
I think I quit watching after this, they discovered the prison and then they was in the prison and had to leave.
So that was like the second season.
No, I think I made it 5th season.
Okay, because the prison was the second season.
No, it later than that.
You sure?
Yep. Because second season they was basically at Herschel's farm.
Oh yeah, that was the third season they were in the prison.
It was at the end of the 3rd season they found the prison.
Yeah, because it was okay, but I don't know that show. I don't think that show's ever going to recover.
They went all the way. I think it's 1st season. It may have been in the 2nd season. They went to the CDC.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just don't know if that show's ever going to be to where it was. It disappoints me that show went from top of TV down to the bottom. It just, even when you brought Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan, it just...
Yeah, I mean...
It's just not going to hold its own there.
No,
but
it's really not.
Once I got done watching Game of Thrones, I went to The Sopranos and started binging Sopranos. Because I had like a month left on that subscription. And I just, I wasn't going to let it go to waste. So I was like, well, hell, I'm just going to watch The Sopranos. So I just started watching The Sopranos. Binged the whole Sopranos series. All 6 seasons. JP can back me up because I watched it non-stop.
Didn't you start Mad Men too?
Yeah. But I watched all 6 seasons, so fell in love with Sopranos. Fell in love with it. So after I finished, binging both of those back to back, I decided to try to go watch a Mad Men. Made it through the whole 1st season, and then I was like, well, this is good, but it's not that good. It wasn't enough to hold my interest.
You was comparing it to The Sopranos, wasn't you?
Yeah, I think my expectations got so high with those 2 shows that I got back to back that when I went to go try to watch something else, it was just like it didn't live up to the expectations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So after that, I went to some animated series that was on Netflix called The 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
I think you said you started trying to watch that.
I got added to the list.
But it was like right up my alley, and I started to watch it, and I couldn't do it. It just, for some reason, wasn't holding my interest. So I tried something else. Another show that I never thought I would get into, but I tried. The Vampire Diaries. And I know what you're going to say. You're giving me that look right now, like, what the fuck? But
what, this look?
Yeah, that look. the same look when I said Steve. Actually, the Steve Irwin conspiracy, you actually.
Yeah.
But the first season of Vampire Diaries is good. It's not. Yes, it's teen drama, blah, blah, blah. But it's not so much where it goes. It overwhelms the rest of the story of, these two brothers who have been, come back to this town after, 140 years. They founded the town. They're coming back, and the girl, Elena, they both fall in love with, who looks exactly like the vampire that turned them. So it goes back and forth between present and past, but...
It's about like, Bitten.
Yeah.
Is what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's...
I haven't watched Bitten, or, Lost Girl.
Now, I heard good things about Lost Girl.
Yeah, she's a succubus.
Yeah, she's hot, too.
Well,
But...
She's a succubus. What do you expect?
I love this Rick and Morty episode where,
where
they kill each other. They have to bury each other.
Yeah. And Morty's just like, what the hell?
But anyways, yeah, so, it was good. I watched the first season, but it didn't hold my interest to what,
Westworld's supposed to be another good one.
I tried it. I watched, the first, 3-4 episodes. Could not understand what the fuck was going on. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, I watched Lost. Odd. Okay, from someone who watched Lost.
Yeah.
From the very end, or the beginning to the end, and stuck with it. That is saying something.
Yeah, I know. All too fucking well.
So.
Do I know?
Yeah. But I started, after that, I went and watched Stranger Things. That's when I binged, Stranger Things. And that was good. And then I went and binged the last season of Orange is the New Black. Which was good.
I quit watching that show.
It was lacking, but it was good.
I quit watching that show.
So.
But, a season that I was finally keeping on top of now has ended, and I've got 2 episodes. I haven't watched the final 2 episodes. Or maybe it's the final episode. iZombie. Because this was the last season.
Was it really?
Yeah. Season 5 was their last season.
Damn, it feels like that show's been going on for longer than just
nope, just
5
seasons.
Wow.
And then I started Outpost, and now it's left me.
You have been going on about that show and telling me about it for not years, but for months now. I need to start that show.
I think it'd be right up your alley. I mean, it's fantasy and knights and otherworldly powers. It kind of ties all of it together, like Nightfall and Supernatural and medieval time. It's pretty damn awesome.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
I mean, yeah, it has a no-name actress in it. Jessica Green, I think's her name.
I've looked her up. I think you told me to look her up before, and I was like, yep, definitely got to watch that now.
Yeah.
So, anyways, now that we finished with those, it's time to get into what today's topics are going to be about. Movie remakes and spoofs.
Okay. If you say so. It's our show. We'll do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah. Let's start off with spoofs because, I don't know, I love spoofs. I love movie spoofs.
Yeah.
I mean, the Naked Gun series with Leslie Nielsen are probably... Leslie Nielsen altogether anyway, so it's just...
Well, I have seen him play a non-comedic role, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. And
Please do tell me this. I want to know. I'm actually going to write this down. What is the movie?
Creepshow.
Oh, okay.
Stephen King anthology horror.
You know what? I don't have to write this down because I've already watched Creepshow and I do know what you're talking about. I do remember that.
He plays a sadistic, sinister bastard.
It's like I remember.
It shows you the range this guy.
Doesn't he bury somebody in the sand?
He buries several people up to their neck in the sand.
I remember that now. Yeah, that is
It's fucking wild, dude.
Which we're going to be getting into more of that stuff in Halloween because we got a lot of good stuff coming up for Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween will probably be, I will go out and say, the longest.
Yeah, we got a couple of good long episodes planned for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Naked Gun, it wasn't really the Naked Gun. Well, yeah, it wasn't really the Naked Gun. He had a Spy Hard that had Andy Griffith in it, where he played Agent WD-40.
Yeah, he's a spray lubricant.
And one of my favorites, Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Yeah.
You just can't beat those movies. I mean, he did Airplane. What's another one he did?
Was he in Airplane?
Yeah. He was the guy, he was the one who said, yes, I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Oh, I thought he said that in Naked Gun.
I kind of just messed that up, but yeah.
I thought he said that in Naked Gun.
No, he said that in Airplane.
Because there's Airplane 2.
There's Airplane. I've never seen Airplane 2. Some people tell me you don't want to watch Airplane 2, and it's kind of like The Godfather 3. You really don't want to watch it.
It's been so long I couldn't tell you.
It's not necessary.
And then you got, you brought up Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Leslie Nielsen is probably one of the funniest people I have ever seen. Because he was even in the scary... He was in the later scary movies, too. He played the president.
Oh, yeah.
Remember in part 3?
Yeah.
He's like, I could pee, too, and he pointed his finger out.
Yeah.
But, Leslie Nielsen's...
But that's a Mel Brooks movie.
What?
Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Oh, yeah.
And that guy's a Jewish comedian.
Well,
let that sink in for just a minute.
Well, Mel Brooks altogether
He's an idiot.
Has kind of, had his own spoof movies, Blazing Saddles.
Making fun of Westerns.
Which I know you probably could not make a Blazing Saddles movie today.
There's no way in hell that would fly.
No, that movie would...
I don't know how the hell it got made when it did.
I think Brian and Mike covered this actually last week or the week before, but no. The amount of racism in that movie...
Ungodly.
Yeah, it's unbelievable the amount that is in that movie.
It's bad enough you have, and here's something people don't know about that movie. The main character, yes, is played by a black man.
Yeah, the sheriff.
He's a gay black man.
In real life?
Yes.
See, I did not know that.
So, as if the movie wasn't controversial enough.
Yeah.
When that was found out, that made it worse.
Yeah, it's that movie can't be made today.
No. And you've got History of the World Part 1 he made.
I haven't watched History of the World.
He literally going back, he's making fun of biblical Moses. He's making fun of the Romans. It shows him at one point, and it's Mel Brooks he plays a couple different characters in it. He plays the king of France. He plays the king's piss boy, who's strikingly identical to the king.
The piss boy.
Yeah. Old piss boy is what they keep referring to him as. And that's about the time the French Revolution's going on. So they hurry and get him out, and the piss boy plays the stand-in for the king. And he is I forget how to put it, how he puts it. It's this big, long, fucking drawn-out thing, because he's going for unemployment in ancient Greece. And he's something philosopher. You're a bullshit artist. And he's like, you just see that look on his face like, no, damn it, I'm not. And she said, did you bullshit today? No. Have you tried to bullshit this week? Yes. Were you available for bullshit this week? Yes.
But it's just like, I just took it apart in Blazing Saddles where they're like, the sheriff is a...
Yeah.
And he repeats like it 4 or 5 times, and I'm just...
Yeah, and the bells ringing or gunshots or... it's always something.
And I'm sitting here and thinking...
And covering it up. I'm laughing my ass off hysterically the first time I've seen this.
There is no way that he could done that just that first time and been able to keep it, because it would have been pulled. It probably would have been pulled if he said African American.
Oh, now, absolutely.
I mean, you can't even say that. Well, I mean, that is, I guess, the correct term, but you can't really... I don't know. Nowadays, people are so sensitive to everything.
Yes.
That everything is taken out of context or offensive.
It's not as bad where we're at.
No, it's not as bad as we're at, but you do have a lot...
Depending on who you talk to, we're 50 years behind the times, which is fine by me.
But... yeah, they definitely couldn't do that nowadays.
No, hell no. And
It'd
then
been too controversial.
you've got Robin Hood Man in Tights.
'Tis a flesh wound. No, that was Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Well, that was something else I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
I mean, damn near any Monty Python movie is a spoof or a parody of it.
Well, yeah.
Of
Well, yeah.
something.
We are the not to say nee.
Yeah.
I personally like the Abe Lincoln. Did you say Abe Lincoln?
Yeah.
No, I said hey Lincoln. Or
It's got Dave Chappelle in it.
yeah. Or what was the part he goes? They call me Little John, but I'm not little though, or however he
Yeah,
says
something
it.
like that.
Or we don't get no toes, we don't get no rows. I made that up. I guess that whole movie just cracks me up. The evil bunny at the end. I just right now thinking of it.
There's one I'll go out and say it's a spoof. There's actually another one in the series I will say is a spoof, but the one that should not be without question is the Army of Darkness.
And we all know 80s horror movies, my thing, especially Evil Dead. Listen, I talk about Mark Hamill being, up there with me. If I ever met Bruce Campbell, which, by the way, I am getting ready to meet Bruce Campbell here in a couple weeks. He's going to be at Lexington Scarefest.
Yeah.
Which is like 2 hours away from us.
Something like that.
And it's like $25 a ticket, plus, whatever, how much it is going to meet him. And don't think, here, it's like September 13th, he's going to be there. Don't think September 13th. I will be in Lexington. And I will be sitting in line to meet Bruce Campbell. I will do it. And I'm going to have somebody record it, because I probably am going to cry meeting him.
But
I'm going to have to do that.
You can pretty well throw the Evil Dead 2 in there.
Well, yeah, because
it's basically making fun of the first movie.
Right. Well,
to a point. I mean, that's the way I seen it.
The first one was originally supposed to be scary. Then I think afterwards they're like,
just fuck it, roll with it.
Yeah, let's just go with the comedic part of this, because nobody's taking this movie serious.
Yeah.
So, but I loved it. Yeah, part 3, The Army of Darkness, was by far the best one of them all. But well, have you watched Ash vs. the Evil Dead?
Yes.
The continuation they did of it.
Yes.
It's sad they got it canceled. It had Lucy Lawless in it.
I don't think that it got canceled.
Yeah, it got canceled. Bruce Campbell announced it on his Twitter that
I thought he was just done with it.
No, they actually canceled the series.
Oh,
He said he was done with it, and then they canceled the series like a week later. So no more Ash vs. Evil Dead, which is sad, because it was. If you're an Evil Dead fan, go watch that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was on Stars. All 3 seasons are on Netflix actually right now. They just put them on there.
Yep.
So if you're an Evil Dead fan, go watch Ash vs. Evil Dead. What's her name? Lucy Lawless is in it. Looks just as good as ever. God, what's her name? The girl in there that hunts with them.
Oh, hell,
I can't think of her name.
Think of her name.
She is smoking. I can't think of her name though. Right off the
I can't
top of my
either.
head. I'll think of it here eventually. But yeah, Ash vs. Evil Dead, good remake. Actually, I'm gonna put that as part as the good remakes. Even though that's not technically a movie, but still, that's
Yeah.
it's a good remake though.
I don't know if it's necessarily a remake, more like a continuation.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. Technically, a continuation, because it's 30 years after.
Yeah.
Everything. So yeah.
And Ash's got a daughter and all this shit.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, and the 3rd season is. I think we just did a spoiler, but
Yeah.
I think we're supposed to get a spoiler alert before we say stuff like that. Hey, listen, you're going to get some spoilers on times. We're not going to try to, but every now and then something's going to slip out.
It happens. That's what she said.
If you don't like it, then, well, as
you.
JP says, fuck you. Another thing about the Naked Gun movies, it has OJ in it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I think he does an amazing job in there. I mean,
He did do a good job.
He's actually not bad. As an actor or
Well, I mean,
comedy in general.
Everybody got to see how good of a damn actor he was. Just saying.
Yeah, and then he showed his true nature, how he can kill people. Allegedly.
Like I said, he's a hell of an actor.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm gonna have OJ after me now.
He's old or in prison or both.
Well, is he still in... No, he's not in jail anymore. He got out, didn't he? I know he went to jail for a little bit for something else. Y'all have to throw that in the Google machine.
I won't say he's still in.
I think he's out. I believe.
He might be.
But I know...
He might be.
But he was... If you guys want to watch the Naked Gun movies, there's 3 of them. You know, it was based off a TV series? A short-lived TV series that was on there called The Files of the Police Squad. It was early 80s, I think it was, late 70s or something like that. But it was a TV show, and then they made it into a movie, which spawned 2 sequels. But Naked Gun, if you're into the type of that humor, you will love it. So I love the Naked Gun series, but we can't forget another series that was great. That was with an actor you might not even think of. Hot Shots with Charlie Sheen.
Yep.
You have to mention Charlie Sheen in the...
No, he was released from prison in
Was he
2017, yep.
Okay, so that's not been too far.
Yep.
Okay.
He went in 2008 and is supposed to spend 10 years.
Which he didn't spend the 10 years, did he?
No.
Of course.
He got out like a year. He was paroled. He was eligible for parole in 9 years. He was sentenced to 33.
He must have a lot of money, like saved up, because it don't seem like he should have that, be able to get out that fast like that unless he had money.
Well, he was eligible for parole.
Okay.
In 9 years. They sentenced him to 33.
God, 33 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
On 12 counts of, hell, I don't even remember now.
Whatever it was, it had been bad.
I think it was like breaking and entering and robbery and this shit.
If he can get away with allegedly, this is allegedly now, murdering 2 people, I'm sure he could have got away with everything. Like I said, allegedly.
Well, you mentioned Hot Shots.
Yeah. Making fun of Rambo. I love when he pulls that chicken out.
Yeah.
And uses that as an arrow.
His brother.
Oh, Emilio.
Had his own movie called Loaded Weapon.
Oh, yeah.
With Sam Jackson in it.
Making fun of like
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon and
Yep.
Those other cop movies. I forgot about that movie.
Loaded Weapon.
I don't remember it, but I remember it, but I don't remember
what it's about.
Yeah,
I'm the same way right now.
All the parts and stuff, like I do everything else.
There's even a spoof of the Fast and the Furious franchise. It was on Netflix. I cannot remember the name of it to save my life. Let me see.
Yeah, throw that in the Google machine.
The Joys of Not Driving.
I know, we can actually look this stuff up. How have we not mentioned the most popular of the spoof movies, Scary Movie, yet?
I don't know. Well, we did in a roundabout way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Scary Movie was...
The first 2 was awesome.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The first 2 was awesome.
It was kind of what started the whole genre. Well, I wouldn't say it started the whole genre of spoof movies. I can't say that because...
It brought it back to the forefront and repopularized it, I guess you could say.
Because back in the 80s and 90s, those were actually kind of popular, like I said. Naked Gun, Spy Hard, Dracula Dead and Loving It, Hot Shots, Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs. Oh, I love Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Rick Moranis' Dark Helmet.
Yeah. Well, I'm a big Star Wars...
It's called Super Fast.
Super Fast, okay. Now, I'm a big Star Wars fan. So Spaceballs, generally, to me, I'm dying with laughter right now thinking about it, but...
Or which part, about the combing the sand?
Yes!
Or
that's my favorite part, the combing the sand.
Or there's...
Comb the desert! What have you guys found? We ain't found shit. Keep combing. I don't think the Emperor said to literally comb the desert.
Something about
You're taking this too literally. He said,
assholes.
"Comb the desert."
He's, God, who hired that asshole? I did, sir. He's my cousin. Okay.
Yeah.
This. So I'm surrounded by assholes. Then you got John Candy playing
Barf.
Barf.
Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of like Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
Then you have Lone Star. It's supposed to be like a Han Solo on top.
Yeah.
Princess Vespa. I don't know her name. The actress that played her, she was real famous back in the 80s and 90s, all that, but I can't think of her name. I know it's probably something easy. And let's not forget Mel Brooks as the all-powerful...
I'm pretty sure that was a Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah, it was. He had two parts in it. He played the Emperor, and then he played the all-powerful Yogurt.
All-powerful
Instead
Yogurt.
of Yoda, it was Yogurt.
Daphne Zuniga.
Let's see. She's famous, but you really don't know. I don't know. She was famous
You had
back
Don
in the day.
DeLuise in it.
Yeah.
Michael Winslow,
Yeah,
which was from Police Academy.
Yeah. Another spoof of movies we haven't mentioned yet. The Police Academy.
Yep.
I forgot all about the police. I like the first two. I don't know. It seems like the more it goes on, you do sequels, the kind of... I don't know.
It's just a cash grab.
Yeah, because know people. It's like the Hangoff. Look, part 1, hilarious. Part 2, okay, it was good. Part 3, I forget. I forget about part 3 because I don't want to watch part 3.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
terrible. Part 3 is absolutely terrible with a hangover. But, yeah, scary movie. The first two were really... I like the part 2. Part 2 was good when they're in the haunted house.
Oh, you mean when Shorty gets rolled up
Yeah.
and smoked by the plant?
That was...
And he's getting high as a motherfucker?
Yeah. Or where he goes... That the one chick is trying to convince what's his face? Tim Curry. Not Tim Curry, the other guy, the guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
To
I
let,
don't know his
to let
name.
him do something.
Yeah.
Let her do something. He goes, I don't need it. I could do it myself, lady.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep this a little PG right now, but
Yeah.
you get my point there. Let's see. Looking at the bullet points we got, because we can't stay on topic, so we gotta have some bullet points somewhat. Let's see.
Not another teen movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of making fun. It's making fun of She's All That,
Varsity
Varsity Blues,
which was good.
them style movies. Oh yeah,
God.
I like Varsity Blues.
I'm trying to think of that chick. That kind of looks like Jennifer Love Hewitt's character. I don't know. I can't think, but she was pretty smoker hot in that movie. But another teen movie was pretty good.
What? Not another teen movie?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I could tell you if I seen her picture, I could tell you she's not a famous actress. She's kind of like B movie famous, if you know what I mean. Like you see her in a lot of like Hallmark and B movies. Movies that go straight out to video or DVD. We're looking at the Google here.
Talking about the one that played Jamie Briggs.
Not her. Her right there. That one. Lacey Chabert.
Played Amanda.
Yeah. Yeah, that one right there. Lacey Chabert is her name. Chabert. I don't know if I'm saying it right or
I
not.
don't know either.
But
you had Jamie Presley in there.
yeah, that's who I was thinking of her too. Jamie Presley was a famous one. That was a good movie though. I liked that.
It's pretty funny.
Vampire Suck was good. Have you ever watched Vampire Suck, where it makes fun of like Twilight?
Is that the one with shit? What's his name? Or is that the Vampire Apprentice I'm thinking about?
I don't know. It's got
Michael C. Riley.
Oh, John C. Riley.
John C. Riley.
That's
Is that Vampire Suck?
Yeah, no, that's Vampire
Or Assistant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Circle the Freak or whatever it is. Yeah, that's I don't know.
So I haven't seen Vampire Suck.
Vampire Suck. It makes fun of obviously Twilight. and all
Which,
that.
let's face it, sucks.
Yeah.
I don't want my vampires to glitter, as I've said repeatedly.
Yeah, that's... I don't know about Vampire. Twilight was just terrible, terrible, terrible. But the movie Vampire Suck was pretty... I don't know. It was decent. It makes a... If you don't like Twilight, you're going to like it. Because it makes fun of Twilight pretty much.
They made a movie, a spoof, of 300, too.
You know what they did, didn't they? I don't know what it was called, and I never did watch it.
I haven't watched it either, but I remember seeing it. I have seen it on our wonderful streaming service.
Oh, yeah, on our wonderful streaming service, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God for our wonderful streaming service.
Right.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember what the name is, but I remember it did come out a couple years ago. Wasn't it like 5 or 6 years ago? I'm probably way. Meet the Spartans,
Meet
2008.
the Spartans, 2008.
You know what? I'm putting this down on my list because I probably want to go home and watch this now. Meet the Spartans.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
Meet the Spartans.
But spoofs, you know, my favorite thing with spoofs is just you can't take them serious.
No, they're not meant to be taken seriously.
No.
They're meant for just all-out laughs, kind of like our show.
Yeah.
If you take us seriously, you're fucked in the head.
Yeah, because we don't even take each other. We don't take ourselves seriously.
Hell no.
Let alone take each other and everybody else serious.
No, fuck that shit. That's too much like work.
Yeah, and we are heavily opposed to doing work. Which we do work a lot, but we're very heavily opposed to it.
Don't mean we're fucking happy about it.
No, fuck work.
I like the paycheck.
I love the paycheck. That's my favorite part of work. Is the paycheck.
I don't like having to work the hours to get it, though.
Yeah.
That's what pisses me off. Anyways.
So as far as spoofs go, you know, I don't know. Those are my favorite spoofs when it comes down to it. I still think The Naked Gun and Dracula Dead in Love, it's my favorite ones. And Spy Hard. I got those Spy Hard in there. I just love Leslie Nielsen, period. I think he's hilarious.
I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of spoofs we're leaving out, but...
There is one we are leaving out. It was Leslie Nielsen's last movie. And I'm trying to think. It was making fun of scary movies. And I can't think of what it was called. I'm going to have to pull it up in the Google machine here. Leslie Nielsen's IMDb it. See if I can figure out. I don't think I ever did watch it.
How the hell you can spell it?
Stan Van Helsing, I think is what it was called.
I think you're right.
I think that's what it was called.
Stan Helsing.
Stan Helsing, yep. I believe that was one of his last movies. Yep, 2009's.
Yeah, that was the movie I was trying to think about. I have watched that a couple of different times, actually. And it's obviously making fun of Van Helsing and I think Hellboy and...
Is it good? Is it worth watching? Because I don't know if I ever did watch it.
I mean, it's only got a rating of 3.6 out of 10, but to me, it's an enjoyable movie.
You know, it goes to show you, though, some of these movies that don't do good in theaters, which I don't think this even was in theaters.
No, I'm not sure.
Not that I don't ever remember it.
You don't have a whole lot of big... You got Kenan Thompson in it, Leslie Nielsen, Ben Cotton, Charles Zuckerman as Needlehead. Give you 3 guesses who they're poking fun at there.
Definitely Jason Voorhees.
Not his Needlehead.
Leslie Nielsen, yeah, he's probably the big... And Kenan Thompson. Those are probably the two...
Twan Holiday as Pleatherface.
Did you say Pleatherface?
Pleatherface, yes I did.
I have to go home and watch this now because this is...
Yeah, it's awesome. I liked it.
We're looking at who else is in this movie. I don't really see anybody that I recognize. I just like the Michael Cryer instead of so Michael Myers, Michael Cryer.
Yeah.
What's that? Frankenstein.
Yep. Fat lady. It's just crazy.
What's it?
One, Barack Obama. Chris Shields playing Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. Wolfman.
Want to eat some more?
No, thank you. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of leftover.
Let's see here.
That's all of it.
Okay. So it's definitely worth
Yeah, I mean, right here's what the cover looks like.
Oh yeah, you can see Yeah. Needle face, or what was it? Needlehead?
Needlehead.
Needlehead.
Leatherface.
Yeah. I guess that's Jason right there.
Yeah. You got
Michael Cryer. I guess he cries.
Looks like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
I forget what his name is.
So it's definitely kind of right up our alley as far as if you're into 80s horror movies, that's definitely kind of up your alley right here. Yeah, Needlehead. Yeah, Pleatherface. Michael Cryer instead of Michael Myers. But it has Leslie Nielsen in it too, so it's got to be good. Because Leslie Nielsen, I guess you could kind of say he's the king of spoofs. Because that's all he does is spoof movies. Naked Gun. You got Dracula Dead and Loving It. Spy Hard. He even did some... I'm trying to think of how many movies he did. I know he did Scary Movie 3. He did Scary Movie 4, too, I believe. I don't think he did Scary Movie 5. But Scary Movie 5 had Ashley Tisdale in it. And, you know, I kind of had a big crush on her back in the day. But, yeah, I guess you could kind of consider him the king of spoof movies.
Who?
Leslie Nielsen.
Him or Mel Brooks.
Damn it, haven't you been listening to a fucking word I've been saying in the last 30 seconds?
No.
Of course. I guess
I'm in my own little fucking world, dude.
Well, I mean, like I said, Rick and Morty's on,
Yeah.
so...
Pretty much.
Any spoofs you can think of?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of spoofs we're not thinking of.
A Haunted House.
Haunted House is really good.
Vampires suck. You got the Starving Games.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
MacGruber.
MacGruber. Okay.
Yeah, because they're making fun of MacGyver. Epic movie.
If you have
That
not
was the movie I
seen
couldn't think of.
MacGruber, you need to watch it.
Tropic Thunder.
Well, it is a Saturday Night Live skit movie, but yeah, you're right. It is a spoof of MacGyver.
You got Meet the Spartans. Disaster movie.
I forgot about disaster movie and epic movie.
Tropic Thunder. Superhero movie.
We gotta think of, I forgot to mention this because this is one of my favorite ones.
Shit, how did I forget them?
Dewey Cox. How could we forget about Dewey Cox?
How could you forget about Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead?
I've never seen a Hot Fuzz. I've watched Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
But Dewey Cox, he says one of my favorite lines, probably one of the funniest things I've ever heard from a movie. I love it when at the beginning of the movie, and where he actually chops his brother in half, and they call the doctor over, and the doctor looks like, that is the worst case of somebody being cut in half I've ever seen. I lost it. I lost it. I couldn't stop laughing.
You can throw Austin Powers in there too.
Yeah, I guess you could throw Austin, because it is kind of making fun of like the James Bond
movies,
spy movies. Because I mean, Goldmember was a actual James Bond movie.
Yeah. I can't remember what the "I'm Gonna Get You" sucker is making fun of.
I remember the movie, but I don't remember.
I don't either.
Like what it was about.
Me either. Undercover Brother.
Oh, is that the one with No, that's not who. Is that the one with God, I can't think of his name. He was in Deuce Bigelow.
No.
That's not the one I'm thinking of. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're thinking of Eddie Griffith.
Yeah.
No, it's not him.
Okay, so that's not him.
No.
Undercover Brother was still really good too.
Monty Python's Holy Grail, of course.
Yeah, Repossessed. How can I not mention Repossessed? Talk about Leslie Nielsen.
I've never seen it.
Repossessed. Making fun of The Exorcist.
That don't surprise me.
It had Andy Richter in it too, playing the little priest. Have you not watched Repossessed? Where it makes fun of The Exorcist.
I don't know if I have or not. I probably have. It's just been so long I can't remember.
Repossessed, making fun of The Exorcist is probably one of the
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, Young Frankenstein was good. Another Mel Brooks movie, wasn't it? Young Frankenstein was.
Yeah,
There's a lot of spoofs that have been done by.
That's what Mel Brooks is known for.
Yeah.
Galaxy,
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Galaxy Quest. Yeah, you could.
Really, Galaxy Quest can be considered a spoof.
Well, they're kind of making fun of the Star Trek crowd and TV show to a point.
Well, yeah, I guess you can really throw that up there as
And
far
well,
as...
you know, Family Guy, of course, made fun of it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, Family Guy had some
I've
great...
actually seen this Kung Fu Hustler.
Oh, have
Kung
you
Fu
seen,
Hustle.
You seen Kung Fu Hustle too?
Yes, that is.
I thought I was one of the
No.
rare people that have seen Kung Fu
No.
Hustle.
No.
It's on Netflix right now.
I've watched it
Have you seen
repeatedly.
it? Okay. It's...
It is hilarious.
what was the other one? Kung Pao? Where
yeah,
he had the
Kung
gopher
Pao.
chucks?
Yep. Kung Pao's the other one.
I don't know. I think Kung Fu Hustle is probably the funniest. Scrooged. I forgot about Scrooge, the one with Bill Murray.
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. That's making fun of Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Boys in the Hood, it's got
Or
Cuban
no,
Gooding Jr.
Don't be a menace.
It's the Wayans brothers.
Okay, so it's a
one that
Wayans.
Same ones that done Scary Movie.
Right. Okay, well, I could, yeah.
It's-
Scrooge is
it's
really
pretty
good.
funny.
Making fun of, A Christmas Carol with
Yeah.
Scrooge and all that, but it's got Bill Murray in it. It's really good. I'm not a big Christmas person, but that's probably a good Christmas movie to watch right there.
They have listed Mars Attacks.
Could you really put
As a
Mars
spoof.
Attacks? I mean, I guess you can. Because it's kind of spoofing, like,
It kind of harkens
War of the
back.
Worlds or something.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it kind of
yeah.
does. It kind of don't. I mean, they're making fun of the past presidents, and I mean, Jack Nicholson's playing two characters in it.
Yeah.
As
yeah.
the president, and one is I guess casino owner maybe. Black Dynamite.
I don't remember that one.
I don't either.
We're actually kind of going through a list right now and
How
just
did
kind
I
of...
forget basketball? Of course.
Can you really consider that a spoof, though? I mean, what would it be spoofing?
Pro athletes in general.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, it's Matt Parker and Trey Stone.
Yeah, that kind of automatically goes on a list right there anyways. So, the Family Guy Star Wars, we can put that down as spoofs.
Blue Harvest.
Yeah,
Robot Chicken done the same thing.
yeah, but I think the Family Guy spoofs are a little bit better of Star
Seth
Wars.
MacFarlane's A Million Ways to Die in the West.
I've not seen that one
I
yet.
haven't either.
In case you're all wondering, we're kind of looking up, like, what's listed as the best spoof movies
Of all time.
of all time, just to see what
On, I think,
ranks on them.
IMDb.
Shrek? I don't see how Shrek is
I don't
a
either.
spoof
I don't
there.
agree with that. Well,
Loaded Weapon.
kinda, because it's, fairy tale land and fairy godmother.
Well, yeah, I guess
and
it is kind of spoofing fairy tales. I mean,
not another teen movies.
okay.
Your Highness.
What's Hot Chick? Oh, no, that's Robot Chicken, Star Wars.
Yeah.
I still think Family Guy did
Gruber.
it better. But Gruber's, like I said, Johnny English.
Never watched.
I've
that
never
one.
heard of that one. OSS 117, Lost in Rio. I never heard of that one.
Evolution.
Evolution. I've never heard of that.
David Duchovny.
Does it have Ric Flair and Batista in it? Okay.
It's
I was
David
way off.
Duchovny, Orlando Jones, Gillian Moore, Sean William Scott.
That sounds like a good cast.
David Duchovny and Orlando Jones and Sean William Scott is hilarious. You have to watch it.
I guess. All right. I'll give it a try and see. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good cast. Let's see. Austin Powers, we've talked about. That's on this list.
Wrongly Accused.
Wrongfully Accused, another one of
Leslie Nielsen movie.
Leslie Nielsen movies, making fun of, I guess, The Fugitive, probably.
Yeah, Mystery Man.
Which I've never watched. Wrongfully Accused.
I haven't
How have I
either.
not watched that? Spy Hard? What's that ranked? 58. How can you rank Spy Hard 58?
Repossessed 59.
Wait, what was number 1 on the list?
Monty Python, Holy Grail.
Okay, well, all right. I can say that's probably one.
Meet the Blacks.
Meet the Blacks.
Mike Epps.
50 Shades of Black. Oh, that's the Kung Pao.
Enter
That's
the
the one
Fist.
with the gopher chucks.
Yep.
That's
Van Helsing.
yeah.
Fatal Instinct.
I remember it, but I've never seen it. Fatal Instinct. That's
Dracula Dead in 11 at 67.
how is these low? I don't understand what.
2001: A Space
That's
Tragedy.
another Leslie Nielsen movie I forgot
Meet
about.
the Spartans. Epic movie.
Epic movie.
Date movie.
Date movie. I forgot about Date
Never
movie.
watched it.
I watched it when it first came out. It was actually really good.
The Walking Deceased.
I did see that one.
I haven't seen it.
It was at Walmart one day. It was like 3:00 in the morning, and I stopped by Walmart and I had that on there. I was like, it sounds like a pretty good movie. So I picked it up and it was not good. It sucked. Shriek, if you know what I did last Friday the 13th. Do you remember that movie?
I haven't watched it.
Really?
No.
Well, of course, obviously it makes fun of
But
Scream.
read the one down below it.
Okay.
That is like the most epic fucking
Okay,
title.
now I'm gonna read this title. I've never heard of this movie, but this movie's called "The 41-Year-Old Virgin Who Knocked Up Sarah Marshall and Felt Super Bad About It."
Give you 3 guesses the movies are poking fun at right there.
When was this movie made? When does it
Uh,
say? Does it say? I bet if you click on it. I've never heard of this movie before. Obviously, it's spoofing 40-Year-Old Virgin.
2010.
Okay, so it's about 9 years old. I never heard of this one before.
About a decade.
Yeah. Shriek was really good. Like the other guys.
I've never
I don't know
watched
if
it.
you.
Never watched it. Really haven't.
I'm in complete silence and shock right now that you've not watched the other guys.
I know.
Okay, when I leave, you must watch the other guys, or you must watch the other guys before work Monday, because there is no way you cannot watch that movie. It is Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg, probably their best movie. See, has that been doing that to you too?
That's before I went back.
That's all it's been saying it to
I
me.
was at the search page.
On my streaming service too. It's been doing that. No info found or something. But yeah, I don't know, that deceased one. It was, I don't know. It makes obviously fun of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It's just, I would actually say The Walking Dead in its worst is better than that movie.
Damn.
Yeah. And trust me when I say it is bad. Yeah, right there. The other guy's 2010. me and Morgan went and watched that movie at the movies, and I swear I've never seen him laugh harder than what he did watching that. It's pretty good. So.
And then that's pretty well all the spoofs for the most part.
Yeah. You know,
That's noteworthy anyways.
a lot of these I've forgotten about. But if you want my takes on my favorite spoof movies.
There's going to be something with Leslie Nielsen. There ain't no doubt.
Well, yeah, it's Dracula Dead in 11 and The Naked Gun. Those are my top 2 right there. Not a specific Naked Gun movie. There's 3 of them. But all 3 of them together, and then
I don't know.
Dracula Dead in 11. It's just...
I don't know if I particularly have one.
It's like I can't even point some of these scenes out to you guys because it's just... I can't sit here and name them and describe them because it's been so long since I watched them.
It all
But
runs together.
you just have to watch it. At the beginning of the first Naked Gun movie, O.J. Simpson's character gets shot while he's out on the boat this little boat spying on somebody, and he gets shot. So when they come in the morning to do the investigation in the water, it's got, the little outlines they draw of the bodies.
Yeah.
It's in the water. It's the tape. It's on the water. I know to most people that probably seems stupid. Like, what's so funny about that? But
The fact that they went to the trouble to do it on the water.
yeah, it's that it's in the water. There's tape, body tape on the water where the body fell. To me, that's just good humor. You gotta appreciate some of this spoofs
Well, I
to
appreciate
actually
it.
even get the humor.
I don't
in
even
it.
know if I can name a spoof that is my favorite.
Really?
Really.
It is pretty hard. But then again, spoofs are kind of like right up our alley as far as the humor goes. So
it's either you enjoy it or you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, but I love spoofs. Who don't, though? So, it's not really a theory, but I wonder if you agree with me on this. So, do you consider...
Here we go.
No, it's no conspiracy theory.
Oh, okay.
No conspiracy theory.
I was going to say, it's another Steve Irwin thing.
No.
Never mind. Okay.
No conspiracy. Do you agree that really spoof movies can be considered really, I guess, comfort movies in a way? As, I mean, you look at the little dumb shit that's on there, and you watch one of those like Naked Gun or Hot Shots, and it's just kind of like, you know, it brightens your day up, I guess. It'll put you in a little bit better mood, some of the stuff that you see in them. I mean, that's just me.
It'll make you laugh, and it takes you out of all the shit that you might be dealing with at the time.
Yeah. Like, I sat down and watched...
basically what they're... Even a bad spoof, you're still going to laugh at it either because it's that fucking horrible or it's that fucking good.
Yeah. And they're not meant to be Academy or Oscar-winning movies.
No.
You know, they're there to entertain.
Fun.
Like poke fun and entertain. Exactly. I mean... Even the simplest thing, like, okay, one of my favorite, Dracula Dead and Loving. Yeah, I know, Leslie Nielsen again.
Yeah, here we go.
But, I mean, like, there's simple scenes in these movies, like, okay, Dracula Dead and Loving, he's in the casket, right, and he's traveling to America. And the ship is rocking back and forth. And,
now he ain't traveling to America.
Yeah.
He's going back to, I think, Transylvania.
Yeah, that's right, because it's... I don't know what I'm thinking.
Wrong movie.
Yeah, wrong movie. But the rope breaks and you see him going back and forth. Yeah.
Hollering, Renfield, help, you idiot.
And then he jumps on the casket and he starts going back and forth with it. It's just stupid. Shit like that. I mean, I couldn't help but laugh at it.
The part of me that really sticks out in that movie is him asleep and dreaming.
Yeah.
He's out in the sun. Look, Renfield, I'm eating chicken. I'm out in the sun and drinking wine. Master, you're smoking. He wakes up, tore out of hell, about falls out of the coffin or something. I was having a daymare.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
It's just...
Or he goes to raise up all, like Nosferatu style.
And he hits his
head on the chandelier.
Well, even like at the very beginning when you see him and Renfield goes into the castle and you see him come out from the top on the top of the stairs and he's wearing a fucking like
takes his powdered wig out.
Yeah, and it's like what's his face wore from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like and he just takes it off and sets it down. I mean, it's like that.
Well, that and another part, two other parts that stick out in my mind with that movie is him and Mel Brooks exchanging words back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Which is hilarious. And then the next part, I can't remember the guy's name. He played on Wings, I think it was.
I know who you're talking about.
Having to stake
his wife or
something like it.
Yeah.
Not his wife or girlfriend.
And he's shooting, and he's sitting there staking all the blood comes up.
Yeah, and he's, oh my God.
You did say there was this much blood. Well, she just fed.
And, Mel Brooks, in the meantime, he's back hiding behind a column. And he pops out, almost dead. I think she's dead enough.
He goes, she will become one herself. They go, what? She will become one herself. And they're like, oh,
yeah.
Okay. My favorite part.
Well, you got the psychiatrist dad, who he wants to put everybody in a straight jacket and give them an enema, so they shit on themselves and can't wipe.
Remember when him and Renfield are out there? They're sitting in the and there's these bugs that are coming out of nowhere, and he's just grabbing them.
Grasshoppers hanging out of his mouth, the leg just a twitching.
He goes, what was that? Oh, that was just a raspberry. He goes, raspberry. The way he says it is what makes it funny. Raspberry. There ain't no raspberries. And then all of a sudden, like you say, he grabs that grasshopper. He goes, "There's literally a leg hanging out of your mouth." No, it was a strawberry.
No, it's not. I can see the poor thing trying to get out now.
He's really in pain, trying to get out as much as he could. He's like, no, strawberry. My favorite part, though, was early in the movie when he goes to that theater, and he's the hostess or whatever she is comes out and goes, "Can I help you?" She goes, "Yes. Will you please?" And he's like hypnotized using that like vampire
Yeah, the vampire star.
And he's like, "You will go into," they're at like an opera, I guess, or a play. He goes, "You will go in the booth and you will tell Dr. Stewart there's a message for him in the lobby. And then you won't remember anything. Tell Dr. Stewart message in the lobby." Got it. So she goes up, she opens the curtains, and she just stands there, and they're just looking at her.
And she closes them back.
She just closes them back, and he goes, "What are you doing? You did not tell him the message."
What message?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for completely forgetting, and he said, "Forget everything."
Yeah.
He goes, "Fine, I'll go do it myself." So he goes in there, and he starts talking to Dr. Stewart. All of a sudden, the curtain just opens up. "Dr. Stewart, you have a message for you in the lobby." And he just gets up and walks off.
Yeah.
I know it may not seem like that's funny, but it is when you watch it.
It's hilarious.
It's just some stupid shit like that.
Blazing Saddles got a couple that sticks out in my mind.
Which ones? I love Blazing Saddles, but
Well, you know, they're anticipating their new sheriff.
oh yeah, I remember.
And the guy standing on top of the roof go, then the bell rings.
Yeah.
And he keeps covering up what he's trying to call him.
See,
And-
I think we were talking about that
Yeah.
earlier in this episode, how you could not get away with
No, you
something.
couldn't make that movie today. There's no way.
There's so many people nowadays that are just like, they're...
That would be too offended and miss the whole comedic, because that sets it up perfect for what happens next.
Yeah, especially like back in that day.
He gets up on what could basically, be used for a hanging podium.
Yeah.
And says, "Excuse me while I whip this out." And you hear all the way go, "Ah!"
Yeah.
And it's this big long scroll from the governor.
Man, I haven't seen that movie in forever.
And he's realizing, hey, I'm about to get lynched here. So he pulls his own gun on himself and pulls it off. And then makes fun of him for it. They're like, "Will somebody please help that poor man?"
The sheriff is bing.
Yep.
What'd you say? No. He said the sheriff is near. No. I said the sheriff is bing.
And he's already got a speech impediment anyways.
Yeah.
There's like a train horn and the band's playing, so it's covering him up the whole
He
time.
goes, "Oh, dang, name it, never mind." And then
Yeah.
the sheriff rolls up.
And all of them like, "Oh shit."
Another one, more of my favorite ones. Again, Leslie Nielsen. I'm sorry, guys, but Leslie Nielsen was just a comedic genius when it comes to stuff like that. He knew the littlest things.
I don't know if he's comedic genius or if he just knew how to pick his roles to shine.
Well,
But either way,
I was watching the first Naked Gun the other day, and there was a scene where he's going to investigate Norbert's, who's played by OJ, and he's going to investigate his shooting. So he's out by the harbor. He's trying to question the harbor master.
oh,
And he's like,
I
"Did you see something?"
I think we talked about this.
Did we?
I
About
can't
how
remember.
they go back and
use
forth?
the tape on the water.
No, he bribes him. He goes,
Oh.
he's like, what you,
Yeah.
he goes, "I didn't see anything." He goes, "How about $5? He goes, "Yeah, I seen there was these, meeting over here with these guys. Who were they?" "I'll never tell you." And then all of a sudden he bribes Leslie Nielsen's cop character, Frank. He goes, I'll give you $5. Deal. And so they go back and forth and they're bribing each other with this $5 bill, making up, I got 5 ways why you might want to tell me, or 5 reasons you want to tell me.
Yeah.
And they're going back and forth. In the end, Frank, the cop, gets his $5 back and walks away. But it's like they're going back and forth with that $5 bribing each other.
I can't remember which Naked Gun is from, but I remember OJ having to do his character having to do something under a bus and getting stuck, and the bus dragging it. He's on a creeper and it's dragging him down the street as it takes off.
Oh yeah, and Frank, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was part 2, because part 1 he stayed pretty much in the hospital the whole time. Well, who was it? There was part 3. There was a famous Anna Nicole Smith was in part 3.
Was she?
Yeah.
I thought it was Elvis's wife.
No, that was in 1. Well, I think she was
in. I remember she was in 33 and a third.
No,
Lisa Marie Presley, I think her name.
Yeah, but Anna Nicole Smith was in that one too.
She may have
played.
She played a dumb bimbo.
Yeah, she really did.
Okay. She played herself. Okay.
Well, because Frank has to go like undercover to catch this guy, her and his mom, in this act. Because remember, that was the one they were trying to blow up the Oscars or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
So they're in that locker room, and she's coming on to him. So all of a sudden she starts to undress. All of a sudden you see the shadow, and you see bing, and you see a dick shadow.
Yeah.
And he looks and he starts throwing up.
Yeah.
But
that's funny.
Hot Shots is another one that I recently watched.
I don't remember the original Hot Shots. I remember Hot Shots 2 or Part Deluxe, whatever, where they're making fun of Rambo in this movie. They're poking fun at Terminator, Saddam Hussein.
Oh God, the stuff with Saddam and him. Oh my God.
Well, and he gets frozen and shatters into 1,000 little pieces. Him and his little dog.
Yeah.
And they somehow, they're in the middle of the fucking desert in the middle of the day, but yet there's a fireplace going. Go figure. So all that shit melts back together, and him and the dog fuse. So he's got like the fucking dog's ears, and his mustache is part of the dog's fur, and it just looks real fucked up, and he's real pissed off about it.
Well, there was one part in part 1, because part 1 makes fun of Hot Shots, not Hot Shots, but it makes fun of Top Gun. Sorry. Yeah, Hot Shots making fun of themselves.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me.
There's this part Charlie Sheen walks into his character is called Topper Harley.
Yeah.
Typical 80s, and it has Carrie Ellis in it too, or Ellis, or whatever his last name is. He was from Saw and all that. But he walks in there, and there's this bunk guy. One of his bunkmates. He's got pictures up of his family. He's setting up, and Charlie sees the picture, so he's just trying to make conversation. He goes, cute. He goes, and that guy goes, thanks, I try to stay in shape. Is that your family? He goes, yeah, do you have any? And it's just like they it's just the subtlety of it. It's just like, thanks, I try to stay in shape, and they just keep on carrying on the conversation like nothing happened. It's just, how can you not laugh at that? It just, I don't know, for me personally, I love that. It's subtle, and it just kills me. It's in part 2. I think we talked about part 2 with the chicken.
The chicken bit is hilarious
because he's trying to shoot this guy that's standing there.
Basically, a fucking rubber chicken. Because this is the point where, if I remember right, he has dispensed all his machine gun ammo too.
Yeah.
And because like the scene before, he was like neck deep into shell casings.
Yeah. And he's using that bow and arrow, like you said, and he's missing the bad guy. It's like he's all around the door.
Yeah.
But him. And he goes to pull it out, and there's nothing. That guy goes, ha ha, you're out. And he looks, and he just grabs this fucking chicken
up off the ground that just happens to be there, stretches it out like it's a damn rubber chicken.
But the zoom in on the chicken's face, before he shoots it, says it all.
Oh, it's terrified. He's like, ah! It's just like, ah, shit, what's getting ready to happen? And another part, which was awesome, we was talking about Moses having the 20 commandments and dropping them, was, Mel Brooks, especially when he was younger, played several roles in his own movies. One of them, he played I think the King of France, and this was during a very turbulent time. Well, the king had a life-size chessboard being played by peasants or servants or whatever playing human chess.
Wait, so what were they, just like people lined up on the board?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
they one was like painted white, one black or silver and white, something of that nature. I can't remember the colors. And you know, I had like the costume on of the rook and the knight and the king and all this shit as individual chess pieces. And they're like, you know, his advisor's like, sir, you know, we're gonna have to get you out of the country. You know, it looks like there's a revolution starting, and they're coming for your head. And he said, if only we had somebody to stand in. And about that time, you see Mel Brooks' other character, who is called Piss Boy.
Piss Boy.
Yeah, he walks around with a bucket for the elite that need to piss.
Oh, like a chamber pot.
Yeah, except it's just a galvanized fucking bucket.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, what about the Piss Boy? He looks, sir, if I may, he looks just like you. He said, well, what about the Piss Boy? He said, oh my God, the Piss Boy does. And so the Piss Boy becomes the king's sacrificial lamb. And I forget how it ends, but it's just fucking hilarity in all of its parts.
I mean, because that's what, you know, spoof movies are supposed to be. It's just non-stop. And
like one you said you had never seen, Stan Helsing.
Yeah, I need to watch that because I mean it looks good.
You have Leatherface. You have Cryer Meyer or something.
Oh, what was that? Michael Cryer or something
Michael
like that?
Cryer.
Yeah.
You know, I think a hockey face guy. I think that's what they call it.
Supposed to be like Jason.
Yeah. You got one that looks like Freddy Krueger. I forget what they call him. And basically, it starts off. It's just this asshole who's kind of dressed like a pirate working at a video store. If I remember right, that's how it starts. And it turns out he's the legendary Stan Helsing.
You know, now that I think of it, I might have seen that.
It's just been so long since I've seen it. I have a hard time recalling it.
Well, God, even some of these other spoof movies that I've watched, stuff like Epic Movie or Not Another Teen Movie.
Yeah.
Not Another Teen Movie was
I remember
great.
them making fun. Mainly, what sticks out in my mind, they made fun big time of She's All That and Varsity Blues.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Did they?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
There was one scene in that I've all of a sudden remembered. The main character is trying to get the other main character, Janie, trying to get her attention.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got like a boombox or something. I forgot exactly what it was. He's trying to sing to her.
Oh, no, they're, shit.
It's like practice or...
Yeah, they're like at the football field or something.
Yeah,
And
he's
she's
up in the stands.
doing archery practice.
Yes.
It is. And he's singing Janie's Got a Gun by Aerosmith.
Yeah, then everybody goes, Janie's got a gun! And then everybody
freaks
just runs.
out. And I think they tackle her and all this wild shit. Yeah.
I think it's like the big guy that's supposed to be like almost like Billy Bob just comes and tackles her.
Yeah.
Oh, beginning of the movie, they're all in there talking, and this real hot girl walks up to one of the football players while they're sitting there talking. She goes, how you doing? I forgot his name. She goes, maybe I'll let you put it in my ass one day. He goes, that's gross. You're my sister. Or stepsister or something like that.
Yeah.
And she just walks away. She goes, one day you'll see it my way or something like that.
They were making fun of Cruel Intentions there.
Yeah. And then there's the black guy that's there.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, what do you think? He goes, what does it matter what I think? I'm just a token black guy in these movies.
All I was supposed to do is stand around and go, damn!
Yeah.
And that's white!
And then when she does come and say that, he goes, damn, that shit's whack, man.
Yeah.
And, but a date movie was another one that's real good. Like I said, for some reason, I can't remember.
I have never seen Date movie. I don't remember watching Shriek either.
I do remember a little bit of Shriek.
I think they're making fun of Scream.
I do remember them, what's his face?
Coolio?
What's his name? Arquette. His character,
David Arquette.
David Arquette's character, they make fun of him and call him Doofy instead of Dewey, but they call him Doofy.
No, that's not Shriek.
Is that not a Shriek?
That's a Scary Movie. The first one.
Scary movie. Yeah.
Yeah. He's
I'm
like,
confused
how many
now.
times I gotta tell you, leave me alone? I'm cleaning my room.
Okay, so I don't think I've seen Shriek then.
Yeah, because Shriek's got, I mean, right off a bat, or not Shriek, but Scary Movie opens up with Carmen Electra.
Oh, yeah.
And she gets killed, and, you know, Ghostface stabs her right through the, you know, heart, and he goes to pull his knife out.
And
it's got a breast implant.
Yeah.
And he takes it off, and he's like, ew, and shakes it away.
I can't believe I've never seen. I don't know what I'm more surprised at, the fact that I've never seen Shrink, or the fact that I just mixed Scary Movie and that up.
Shit happens.
Well, not to us. We're supposed to be perfect.
Yeah, you're fucking delusional too. That's just all I got to say about that.
That's what Steve Irwin died for us.
Nah, goddamn, not this shit again.
You know what? I'm not going to go into it. How about that?
Yeah.
We'll
be going into that, I'm sure, shortly.
Oh, yeah, we do got our Steve Irwin Tupac episode coming up.
There's not much time left in August before we'll be into September.
Yeah, I think it's September 4th will be 13 years that he's been gone. And I think 2 weeks after that, it'd be 23 years that Tupac has
23
been.
or 24.
Yeah. So, I mean, two legends.
Yep.
Conspiracy about their deaths. I mean, check out episode 1. Or 2, and 3, and 4.
And there's also a clip on our YouTube page. It's just that rant.
Speaking, we are now on social media now.
God help the internet.
Yeah. You can find us now on Facebook at Hillbilly Havoc Podcast.
Yep.
So, you know, look us up. We'll be posting some awesome stuff on there.
Yeah.
But I think
from time to time.
I think I just got a text message. I think Mike and Brian are ready.
For
our phone call.
Phone call with Radio Underground.
Yeah, Mike and Brian from Radio Underground. We're going to be calling in. This is kind of weird because we're going to be in their episode and they're going to be in our episode. So it's going to be almost like a cross episode.
Kind of a crossover.
Yeah,
and it's kind of funny because that's kind of how we got started doing this whole thing. Mike's like wanted little rants. He's like, you fucking assholes are sending me shit longer than what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it's really good. You need your own show.
Yeah.
Like, all right, sure, we can do that.
It didn't take us much convincing.
No.
Okay.
You really didn't have to twist our arm, no.
It kind of makes you wonder. I mean, if we were that easy for that, I mean, hey, do you want to end the world? Yeah, sure.
Are you trying to say we're easy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Just checking.
I guess, yeah. Hey, I mean.
Yeah, well, you know. Shit happens.
So I guess we're gonna take a phone call from them here. Anything you want to add in before we do our phone call, or conclusion about our spoofs? Any recommendations you want to give to anybody that may not watch spoofs?
Really,
or
look up Mel Brooks movies because he made a lot of them, and I don't think I haven't watched one that hasn't been funny or enjoyable, to be honest.
Him or Leslie Nielsen, really?
Yeah. Leslie Nielsen. I mean, just, you know, go to the Google machine, type in spoof movies, and start watching.
Yeah, or, you know, Naked Gun, you know.
I mean, if you're into cars, there's oh shit, I told you what the name of it was the other night. I forgot.
Yeah, you forgot. Yeah.
Fuck. They make fun of Fast and the Furious.
There's one called what was the Meet the Spartans that
Meet
made
the
fun
Spartans
of,
that's making fun of 300.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Date movie was really good. I cannot remember what's in it, but I know it's good.
Yeah, Date movie's pretty damn funny.
Epic movie, Disaster movie was really good.
Yeah.
I believe we've gotten into that. So, I mean, like, you know, any of the scary movies, I'm pretty sure everybody's watched them.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for, you know, really good ones like JP said,
or if you want
History of the World.
If you want like more like the Wayans brothers stuff,
yeah,
they made movies before that. Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Juice.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a spin on, I guess, kind of making fun of Boys in the Hood and Friday, maybe?
Kind of Friday, yeah.
And then, shit, there was another one, I lost it. Oh well. Shit happens.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to take a phone call now from Mike and Brian of Radio Underground. You can find them, of course, on, well, really any social media. They're on all of them. Radio Underground. It's just all one word. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They're on YouTube also.
Yeah.
Castbox.
If you like us, you'll like them, I mean.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt.
So.
Yeah.
What's that swishing sound?
That's when you let go of the CB.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, man.
Can you hear Brian? Yeah, we can hear you guys.
All right. So we got the guys from Hillbilly Havoc online. So it's good to hear from you guys. We observed that your episodes keep getting longer and longer. You guys are fucking turning into Dan Carlin.
Yeah.
We actually just finished up episode 5, and it's uploaded ready for the listen.
Yeah, that's what we were looking at. I just looked at it. It's like 2 hours and 18 minutes long.
Yeah.
You're trying to make us look bad.
To compress. Damn.
Yeah. Did you see why we wanted you guys to have your own show?
Yeah, that was a good idea. Good call.
Yeah, it's like, well,
let's put their 2-hour clip in the middle of our hour-long show.
I was like, well, you guys have more content than we do. I think you might want to do your own show.
Yeah.
It was something that we kind of been contemplating on for a while, but then you guys kind of just pushed us over the edge that day. So, but we got it going now. Everything is good. So we got a lot of content we're going to bring to you guys here in the next few weeks. Some really good stuff going.
Is this the one where you have the burning questions with the female?
Yes, we just uploaded that. I think it's going to be some good stuff that you're going to like. Some good answers. Good answers.
Good.
To those questions.
Yeah, we just actually for a first time in weeks we had Matt here.
Yeah.
So that worked out well. By the way, I want to compliment you guys on the wrestling trivia.
Oh, thanks. It was a kind of a unique idea that we had. We figured we would try it out and see how the trivia game would work. We still got to learn how to play the board game and everything.
Yeah, I would. No offense, I would mop you guys completely up until anything after the Monday Night Wars. Then you guys would kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of got lost after once we started doing some of the modern questions. Of course, JP didn't know absolutely any of it, so
yeah.
he was.
So JP's not a wrestling guy.
He knows the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attitude Era. I basically quit watching after that.
Well,
so do we.
Yeah, we stopped watching after the Monday Night Wars were over. I had a brief time where I kind of followed, like, you know, where they had that Tough Enough show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched some of that, and then I was like, I can't do it no more. I was done.
I watched TNA there for a little bit when they was first starting up, but I really missed watching ECW before Vince bought them.
ECW was the best.
Yeah, no, Brian saw ECW live back in the heyday. I didn't, but
I saw him at an auditorium in Inkster, Michigan, and Spike Dudley was fighting his brothers, and one of them used a cheese grater on his face, and he got blood on my jacket and on my ticket stub, which was sitting next to me on the bleachers. So it was pretty cool.
I have a buddy that I work with. He went to an ECW show one time, and he said he was scared for his life at one of those shows.
Dude, they go up into the crowd. Yeah, it was insane.
He said they were throwing actual batteries and everything down all over, the place. And
Well-
he said, I just couldn't do it. I had to leave at like halfway through the show.
I mean, just think about it's like a large, not just a high school auditorium, but a large high school auditorium. 2,000 seats. But they pull out the bleachers, the ones that are on the wall, and that's what we were sitting in. And they fought the Dudley Boys and Spike. And I can't remember who else. They fought up the bleachers right to where we were sitting, and we're fighting basically next to me on the bleachers. It was crazy.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I got blood on my coat.
Blue Jacket Second Man go at it, them two crazy bastards.
Yeah.
Sabu was there. He went through a couple tables.
We're going to be meeting some ECW people. Actually, I don't know, what is it, October? That ASW show is going to have Shane Douglas, Rhino, and the Blue Meanie there.
Oh, those are all cool guys. Stay the fuck away from New Jack. That dude's a crackhead.
Yeah, New Jack sucks.
Yeah.
That's what made the matches so damn fun.
Yeah, but you better stay within. Don't get in stabbing distance of that gangster motherfucker.
He stabs people.
No, I don't think I want to be stabbed to
He'll
death.
stab
That'd
your
be
white
probably-
ass in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if I get put in a figure four by Ric Flair and end up getting killed, I'd probably go with that. But I don't think I want to be stabbed.
Yeah, speaking of Flair, I want his daughter to straddle me.
She's big.
Well, you're going to have to get in the back of the line for that because I think I've earned my top rank right there.
Yeah, I think you're more into it than I am.
She's a tall woman.
I didn't confront her dad. Somebody else did that for me, but, I survived.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess by the way, for those of you guys that are Radio Underground fans, you can check these guys out, Hillbilly Havoc. They're on YouTube and they're on Castbox. And when they get their bearings, they're going to be on everything eventually. They were part of our show. Jeff was just part of it. And then he said, I got this guy, the JP, that's going to help me out. And I wanted like 10 to 15-minute rants. And these fuckers started sending me 45-minute to hour-long clips. So I was like, all right, do your own show. And they're doing really well. They're interesting. They're a lot more on topic than we are. If they're going to talk about comic books, these guys are going to give you 2 hours of comic books. If it's wrestling, you're going to get 2 hours of wrestling. With us, we kind of go all over the map.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
These guys are more on topic than we are, and they're pretty interesting. And I want you guys to check them out. But back to the discussion. Yeah, when you guys you met Ming, right?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Now, he is considered generally to be the toughest pro wrestler ever lived.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if that's what he goes by, that's going to be the truth. Because I'm telling you, that guy is huge. His hands are massive. They're like,
You got a damn thing. You have a fucking club for hanging.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't fuck with Haku, man.
No.
Samoans in general, you don't want to.
Fuck no. Even their women are bigger than we are.
That's true.
True.
Fucking with that Nia Jax chick. She's bigger than me and Brian.
Yeah, she's related to The Rock. So if that goes to tell you anything,
They're all related somehow.
Yeah, the Samoan families.
Yeah.
they are pretty much all related somehow, some way. I mean,
Yeah.
so we got some good stuff coming up. Some good episodes. I have to plug us right here, but we got a Steve Irwin and Tupac tribute episode coming up next month.
That's a weird mix.
Yeah, those two have always been joined at the hip, you know.
Yeah, when I think of Tupac, the first thing I think of is a crocodile hunter.
God,
Tupacodile hunter.
Boom.
yeah.
You can use that. You can use that.
Well, we all know Steve Irwin was murdered, so I mean.
Yeah, the government didn't want the government wanted him dead more than Epstein.
Yeah.
Well, he'll bring around world peace, and not just world peace, but galaxy peace.
We don't need it.
Don't look at JP. He's looking at me right now like, don't go with this shit again.
No.
Wait, save it for the episode. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah. We don't want to step into your territory there, man.
Yeah.
It's probably best that you guys don't know because you might be trying to get assassinated just by association, like JP tried to. Yeah, like Gate trying to take me out, and he just happened to be in the car.
That's funny. Yeah, that. So, did JP? Did you go with Jeff to the wrestling?
Yeah.
ASW. What was your favorite
Yeah.
match?
Hey, he's putting in a chew, so
Oh, okay.
we are hillbillies down here, and we chew tobacco.
Yeah, there you go.
Ew.
Favorite match? They had 2 cage matches that night, and probably the wildest one they had was for their own X Division title. Them fuckers was on top of the damn jankiest, shittiest steel cage. I mean, you seen better run down chain link fences.
Together with ratchet straps.
So they're fighting. They're basically fighting on top of a chicken coop.
Wait, did he say they were put together with ratchet straps?
Yeah, they used ratchet straps to put it together, but it worked though.
That's awesome.
Together.
Some zip ties.
Because that's the way we do it down here. We just ratchet strap and zip tie a steel cage and say go.
That is awesome.
Vince needs to take a page out of our book. That's a good match right there. That'd get some ratings.
And he's go back to being professional wrestling.
Yeah. But we can talk about wrestling all day, though.
Oh, well, that's why we called you. We're willing to talk about wrestling right now. Now, me and Brian talked about it. I think in episode 7, way back, like in the winter. And
oh yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes.
yeah, and we were mad because we're old and we probably had strokes and stuff. But we completely forgot that you were at the Mankind Hell in the Cell at my grandmother's house. You were up in Michigan for that, and I totally forgot.
Yeah, you guys.
Now, was that before you moved to Kentucky? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that was back in 97 or 98?
Yeah, I think it was 98.
He moved down here until like 2003.
Okay. Yeah.
He can take his ass back across 8 Mile and he still ain't done it yet.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to go back to 8 Mile though. Remember, I was kind of kicked out of the state.
Yeah. Yeah, we scared Morgan's friend Brooke. I remember that.
Oh yeah, when we scared her to death.
Yeah. You remember when you came up here? We talked about Twilight.
Yeah.
I can't take that one back. You know.
No.
That we talked about Twilight when you and Morgan were both here.
Oh yeah, where you actually went and watched it.
No. Yeah. Where I told the story. That was something. So I wanted like
vampires that didn't rip your eyeballs out.
Yeah. So if I'm going to ask you guys right now, rapid fire, you don't get time to think about it. Favorite wrestler, who is it?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Stone Cold.
Same with you, JP. Stone Cold.
Yeah.
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 I hate to say it because I watched the shoot interviews and everybody still kind of hates him, but I will always and forever be a Hulk Hogan fan.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Hogan too, but as far as the one I remember most and getting to watch on TV, being the age I am, was, Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, before he was Triple H.
Yeah.
And Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I remember when he was like Triple H was like a aristocratic kid named Hunter Hearst Helmsley in the Triple H thing, and he hadn't put on the steroid muscle yet either.
No,
he'd come out and curtsy in the damn ring and all this shit.
Yep, I remember. Then
and he had the boss's daughter yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure that kind of helped him a little bit.
Was it?
Baby.
Was it like I tell people like I'm still those old wrestlings, the old wrestling like the Monday Night War, switching back from, going back and forth from Raw to freaking Nitro. We did that me, Brian, and his brother Craig. We went over to Tracy's house every fucking Monday and did that for 2-3 years straight.
Oh yeah.
That's just what we did. That was our thing.
I would watch Nitro because it would come on at 8 o'clock. I would watch it all the way up until about 9. Then I would switch it over to the beginning of Raw because you couldn't miss the beginning of Raw. Austin and McMahon and all them would be at the very beginning of it. So you had to watch the first at least 30 minutes of Raw.
Yep. And
then after that, I went back and forth.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, yeah, definitely with commercials, you had to go back and forth.
I want the DX and started the crazy, stupid shit.
Then you'd have to shoot. Then you'd have to shoot back to. You'd have to hurry back to WCW when you thought Goldberg was going to come out and jackhammer somebody.
Yeah, when he was around
the 200-some matches that he won, but it only seemed like he only wrestled like half of that.
Yeah, they did. Who was it? I can't remember who it was that did the math where
he's like 1-0. He comes on the next Monday and he's 20-0. It's like, well,
yeah, he would have been fighting like 3 times a day.
Yeah, well, that's like the wrestlers' heights. The wrestlers are very big, but they overdo it. They overbill them. Like I was in I tried out for a hardcore band, and there was this guy named Adam, and he was huge, and he was a power lifter, and he won powerlifting meets, so he was like legitimately a fucking huge guy. But he told me, he goes, "I'm 6'3", 320." He goes, and when I met with he met with the feeder league power plant.
Oh yeah,
and he's like, when I met with the power plant, they're like, we're gonna bill you at 6'7", 380. He's like, what? He goes, I'm nowhere near 6'7". He goes, I got a buddy that's 6'7". He's much like, you're 6'7". He's like, okay. He's like, but
that's the guy that's on the internet with the guitar, right? He plays guitar.
No, not that guy.
Somebody else.
No, this guy was just a power lifter. He's actually a lot bigger than that guy.
Okay.
But that guy is just ripped, like huge.
Okay.
Jacked.
I got my ripped people, my big people.
But this other guy was just big and thick, like a power
lifter. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, Jeff.
Yeah.
So if you were like rapid fire right now, hottest woman in pro wrestling history, wrestling or valet, it could be any woman at all. Who is it?
In all of it? Okay, well.
It can be a valet, it can be a wrestler, it can be any chick.
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
She's a newer one.
Yeah, she's that little girl.
She's
little blonde girl.
She's tiny. She's a spinner.
Yeah. And then after that, it'd probably be Charlotte Flair and Trish.
Yeah. I would have to say, I don't know, I guess it's because I'm a middle-aged guy now.
You're going to say Sonny?
No. Well, yeah, Sonny, opposite. But that's Jeff's, though. I can't take Jeff's other one, too.
Yeah. We can do one old one, one new one.
I have one that I think is my own. And she had huge tits and was super athletic and was more of a wrestler first than she was just a chick.
Yeah.
And that was Medusa.
Oh, Medusa was
I
talented.
always fucking wanted to fuck the hell out of Medusa. I wanted her bad. And she big tits, athletic,
tall,
and not like overly girly, pretty, but like just hot, cute. Like
I'm gonna do one older one and one newer one, and I'm gonna say for the newer one, I really do like Alexa Bliss. There's something about her. And I also like that Paige chick because I know she'll take it in the face.
Yeah. Well, Paige, I got into Paige. I didn't know who she was, but I saw her
extracurricular pictures.
She was getting hemmed up by two guys on a bed there.
Yeah. So no, I don't like her. Yeah, probably Alexa Bliss would be the new one, and then old one, obviously China. No, Sonny.
Well, I'm gonna get exotic. I like the.
I like Lita.
What's that Japanese girl's name that's got all the pink hair?
Yeah, no, she's cute too.
Osaka, is that her name? I like her.
What's her name, Jeff?
Asuka.
Asuka. I want Asuka.
Yeah.
Oscar Maya.
Asuka Maya Wiener. But yeah, I like her. So I have to give since you give a third, I have to give it a third too.
No, I only meant to pick two. Alexa Bliss would be my new age one, and Sonny would be my old age one.
I'd have to go with Mae Young. I mean, back.
You had young Fabulous Moolah.
Probably, yeah, Fabulous Moolah.
The funny thing about them, they weren't even hot in the 40s.
No,
they weren't even hot then.
I'm gonna go with Cyndi Lauper then.
Yeah.
I figured you would go with Luna Vachon.
Yeah. She married Bam Bam Bigelow, so she wouldn't mind that I'm fat. So there you go.
I mean,
man, you know what? Diamond Dallas Page's wife too.
Kimberly
I'd buy
Page.
that.
Sorry, Jeff.
Oh, she's dead. Oh, I forgot. I guess I can't.
You can't pick Luna. She's dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Kimberly Page was hot too. Diamond Dallas Page's wife.
Huge tits.
And she was a Nitro girl.
EP?
Yeah, Shawn Michaels married a Nitro girl.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Really?
Yeah.
He married a Nitro girl?
He married the one that her name was Whisper.
Yeah.
This sounds like a
stripper.
Like the issues right there.
Was Jacqueline a Nitro girl? Or am I thinking of another black lady?
No, Jacqueline was never a Nitro girl. She was just a wrestler.
Craig had a thing for the Asian Nitro girl.
Yeah, he loved her.
Oh my God.
Craig had a thing for Asian in general.
Yeah. That's true.
But then again, I can't knock him for that because Asuka is my number 2.
Yeah, she's cute, I think.
But I gotta give my honest number 3. I'm trying to think here. I don't know, man. I mean, if you're not ugly, you're hot to me. So I guess it's no point. All you have to do, ladies, to get with Uncle Mike is be not ugly.
Yeah.
JP, who do you want to fuck? Lightning round.
Well, a wise man once told me if you lower your standards and your average goes up.
That's true.
Get Jape on the mic. I want to know who you want.
Sometimes you get a bunt.
I'm just saying.
New one. I can't think of her name. What's her name, Jeff? The pirate.
You're going to have to be a little bit more.
The pirate.
Oh, Kyrie Sane?
Yep.
Yeah, the other one.
Who's that?
Kyrie Sane?
Yeah. Kyrie Sane?
Nope, no clue.
It's kind of a toss-up. If you go real old, it'd be Sable.
Sable's good.
Sable, yeah. Don't make sure Brock Lesnar doesn't hear you say that.
Fuck him.
Yeah, because we've already done gave JP's whole address and everything out of Brock wants to find him for some reason.
I didn't know Frank was over there.
Yeah, that's usually what Frank does.
Frank gives out all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
I told Frank the last episode.
Your PIN number for your bank account.
Social Security number 59235.
Here's your account number, routing number, PIN.
I was a little intoxicated when we were doing the trivia that night, so.
You know, the one thing, Jeff, the one question that I was upset for you, because I know you're a wrestling guy, you know your shit, but when you said the pose down with Ultimate Warrior and you said Rick the Model not ravishing Rick Rude, I was kind of disappointed in you.
Oh my God, even I know that one.
Well, like I said, I was a little intoxicated, so I was a little mixed up at sometimes. We had to cut out like almost an hour of last episode because there was some technical difficulties with sound.
An hour? You guys would have had a 3-hour episode.
We've done that one time.
Part of that episode was like an hour and 10 minutes we had to cut because there was a really bad buzzing noise that we couldn't get rid of. But it was some
skeeters.
we talked about if you could pick 4 announcers from any sporting events to announce anything for any sporting event, what would it be? You could just mix up. I picked like JR and like John Madden together. So we have some good stuff. But got unfortunately some technical difficulties.
I love JR, but like even though because they were always paired together and the comedic timing was so great, I would love to have Gorilla and Brain.
Yep.
All day.
Gorilla and Brain.
Those two were great. Will you stop it?
And did you say 4 announcers though? Did you say you guys picked 4 announcers?
Yeah, you could pick 4 from any sport. I mean, you can all mix them together.
Those
and all
two that you just said, Gorilla and Bobby the Brain, and then who's the guy? Keith Jackson for the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
It's the Fiesta Bowl brought to you by Tostitos.
Yep. And I'm not a big John Madden fan. I'd have to think on that one.
Baseball Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker would be okay, actually, because he's funny. But I was thinking baseball Ernie Harwell, maybe.
Yeah, the old Tigers guy.
Yeah, no, I would go Bob Uecker because it'd be funnier that way. Yeah, Bob Uecker from Major League.
Yeah.
I remember. I'm trying to think of his name. He used to do ESPN announcing.
Chris Berman.
I heard him all back when the Red Wings played on ESPN all the time. When I lived up there. God, what was it? Gary Thorne.
Gary Thorne. Oh yeah, he did Red Wings games.
Yeah.
Was that his name, Gary Thorne?
I think that's what his name is. Gary
Did he just
Thorne
die?
Or something like that.
There's one of them that just died.
I think Thorne died, dude.
Oh, did he?
I think he did, yeah.
I think he just died recently.
If that's the same guy I'm thinking of.
No, I'm thinking of someone else. Sorry. No, Gary Thorne does. Yeah, he does hockey.
Okay.
Sorry, I got mixed up with somebody else.
So
that is actually true. JP said he wants to put the guy that does all the voiceovers for the movie trailers and put him as an announcer.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
The In a World guy.
So, are you just talking on a phone, Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have the setup yet for phone calls.
Yeah, we gotta when we do a mixer where we're both calling each other. I think I'm gonna have to set up a Discord because if we do a Discord, you can do your setup and then I can do my setup and then it's clean, I guess. But I don't have Discord right now. I don't have it set up.
No,
it's a pain in the fucking ass.
I thought it was pretty complicated.
Yeah, but they got rid of Hangouts. That fucked everything.
We're going to get some better equipment here over in the next few weeks. I mean, we're getting ready to test our new mic out here after a while.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys, but that one Tascam recorder, I'm telling you, it'd be great, especially for your car rides. Be fucking awesome.
The reason why we're doing it in the car is I think it kind of brings a little bit of a uniqueness to it, you know?
Yeah, like road noise.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they wouldn't. If they got the Tascam, they wouldn't get as much of that going on.
But when you guys get that Tascam and you get it home, and then you just have the 2 mics hooked up to it, it's gonna sound fucking great. It'll sound phenomenal, and the car ride will sound better than what you're doing too. But I can hear you. I got the main thing is I can hear what you guys are saying. Ultimately, that's all that matters. People can hear what you're saying. That's all people care about. There's famous YouTube channels where people are just holding their fucking phone to their face, and that's their YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
and it works as long as people hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Listening or hearing us is one thing, but understanding us is a completely different thing.
Well, genius is not recognized at its time, Jeff.
No.
So they're not gonna. So you and JP may not be famous now, but 200 years from now, you're gonna have a cult of worshipers. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to trust me.
Frank Sinatra was not popular in his time.
Yeah.
He only became popular now, just like Johnny Cash.
Jesus Christ was rejected by his own people.
Yeah. See?
But look at him now.
Jesus didn't get popular until like 1925 or something.
It took a long time for him to catch on. It's a slow burn. You want the slow burn.
Back in the 60s and 70s, everybody's like, Johnny Cash, who's that? Now, every hipster in the world loves Johnny Cash now.
See? It just goes on forever. But Jeff, we're gonna end the call here, but one fine day the four of us have to be in the same room.
Yeah. Which means you guys have to come here.
Like we did last time.
And since you guys are younger, you have to drive here.
Yeah, it's you guys. It's you guys traveling and us staying right where we're at.
That much younger.
Mike's already 40. Come on.
I'm already dying right here as I sit.
Mike will be
You got
41 in almost exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah. But we got to get together and format it. Hillbilly Havoc, Radio Underground. We will split atoms and the universe might end, but we got to do it.
It'll be a paradox.
I don't think the universe is ready for that.
We're going to create a black hole that's going to suck everyone in.
You know what Doc Brown always warned you about when he told you not to mess with stuff when you were in the past? That'll happen.
Yeah, leave it to Morgan.
All right. One last plug. What does Hillbilly Havoc have on tap coming up real soon?
Well, we're getting ready to record an episode right now, and it's going to be movie remakes. How there's too many, the good, the bad, and the ugly of them in movie spoofs. We got some awesome Halloween stuff we got going on. We're going to put all the horror movie icons like in an NCAA tournament style, and have an episode where we kind of go through it and pick, the winner of each one.
Well, there you go.
That's actually a good idea.
That's actually a phenomenal idea.
It'd be terrible if somebody stole some of these ideas.
Yeah, it would be. it would be awful if someone that's been around a little longer took your ideas and used it as their own. I'm just kidding. We're way too fucking lazy to ever do that.
Yeah. That's not our style.
Like, I'm too tired to just talk into a mic half the time.
I mean, the movie stuff I could talk all day, but
yeah,
I don't want to.
Yeah, but yeah. All right, guys. Jeff, JP from Hillbilly Havoc. Check them out. Thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna get going here, and thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
All right, that was Brian and Mike with Radio Underground. Thanks for the phone call. It's going to be a little weird where it's kind of a crossed episode, I guess, where we're going to be on their episode and
They're going to be on ours.
yeah, and it's the same phone call, so I mean it's weird.
It has nothing to do with what we're currently talking about in
No.
this episode,
But we had to call in with them. Brian and Mike they got us started with this. Can't thank them enough, actually. We really didn't while we were talking to them. We should have. But anyways, we're not going to be sentimental on all this shit. I'm pretty sure we'll talk to them again. We'll be in future episodes. I got something planned. Well, I don't have anything planned for them yet, but I know I definitely want to have them back. Talking about something.
Yeah.
Probably I'll have Mike not too long from now talking about when Borderlands 3 comes out. Talk a little Borderlands with him.
Yes.
Because you need to get Borderlands. Well, you don't even have a PS4, but
No. I have an Xbox.
you can tell you're just so tired right now from from work.
Fucking work. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyways.
I did do something you recommended me do. I watched Hellboy, the new one.
Okay.
Okay, now when I say I watched Hellboy, I mean I watched 45 minutes and did not like it and I turned it off. Now, when I mean I don't like it, David Hop from Stranger Things, who plays, Hellboy, he actually did a good job. I really enjoyed playing Hellboy, but for me, the storyline just, I just couldn't hold on to. I got to the part where he fights the giants, and that was about it. Now, I know you said it gets better, so I might give it another try because I was sick.
To me, it gets better. And like we was discussing off air or whatever the hell you want to call it. He's not, his Hellboy, as far as size, is not as big.
Yeah, you could tell that.
It's more closer to the comic drawing of Hellboy. And he mainly, I think there might be a few scenes when he first touches something. I don't want to spoil it. You see him, I think, without his coat off, and that's about the only time that you ever see it.
No, I know. I seen it when it shows where his dad finds him.
Yeah.
And all that. Now, I did see that. Or see, no, what was it? Okay, no, yeah, I'm after that part because the Giants was after that. But
yeah.
But I mean, even when they showed him first coming up as a kid, he's bigger than what he was in the 2004 one, where he was like, small.
Yeah.
Compared to this one where he's fucking like huge already.
Yeah.
When he comes out.
Until he gets older, then if you compare him to Ron Perlman's, you can tell he's not as big and bulky as what Ron Perlman's was.
And this is not me trying to, say, I can't watch it because Ron Perlman's the only Hellboy. It's I guess I wasn't feeling good when I was watching it.
It's one of those you really have to be able to go into with an open mind.
Yeah.
And yeah, it does have, like you say, up to 45 minutes. There's some cool things, but as far as the story and everything, it sprinkles around and you don't really start getting into action till later. Right.
And like the whole when he fights the giants, I thought that was awesome. The way they shot it.
Yeah.
It was almost in third person view, I guess.
Yeah.
But he's got that like the humor as he's fighting that, so he keeps the Hellboy, persona up the way it should be, But it's just, I don't know, like I said, the storyline to me wasn't...
Is it the greatest movie ever? No. By far, no. Did I enjoy it? Yeah.
Like I said, I'm probably going to go back and rewatch it because I didn't feel good that day. So I kind of was just like, I'm going to turn this off. I just want to go back and watch Dragon Ball for the rest of today and tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to give it another whirl, But I don't know. 45 minutes into it, I guess you can't say that was much of a chance because it's a 2-hour movie. So
yeah.
I'll give it another chance.
Another reboot.
Well, we're going to be talking about reboots anyway, so perfect segue.
Yes. You need to watch the new Child's Play.
Well, I mean, it's got Mark Hamill in it, so of course we have to watch it.
I have watched most of it. I need to rewatch it.
Okay, so I heard it's different.
Yes.
But will it also kind of, I guess, appease me in a way, or?
As far as the doll being evil and murderous, yes.
Okay. Like I said, I know the storyline's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little modern, so
yeah,
I'm willing to look past that.
A possessed killer.
Okay.
It's a rogue, malfunctioning AI.
See,
which kind of hits close to home, considering with all the AI problems we've had the past couple of years, going rogue on their own.
See, now that I can look past a lot of things, but that I just don't know. I mean,
well, it shows how that it become rogue.
Okay.
It was one of the it's kind of at the beginning. One of the guys coding the AI in that particular doll. I forget if he didn't get a promotion or something, and he basically turns turns all the safeguards off.
Okay, so he's kind of bitter,
Yeah.
kind of like a disgruntled employee.
He does that right before he dives out the window.
Okay, so it's like, fuck my employer, I'm gonna kill myself anyways, I'm gonna screw them.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I'm willing to give that a shot.
And
you know.
the doll was brought back in as a recall to
Okay.
or a malfunctioning unit because they knew Buddy was coming out. So people was on, returning them like they do. And
I'll give it a shot. I mean, hell, it's got Mark Hamill in it, so I mean,
Yeah,
what really could go
and
wrong?
it's a poor, the mother's poor kind of thing. It kind of back to the first one, how in the original, the mom meets the hobo in the alley to buy.
Yeah.
Kind of something similar.
Oh, it's got Audrey Plaza. She plays the mom. She is so she's smoking hot. Audrey Plaza. Now, can you tell that it's Mark Hamill? How did I know?
No.
You know what? I'm not even going to ask how well he does with the voice acting because, like I said, it's Mark Hamill. So, do we really even need to?
It's another one of Mark Hamill's voices that you're like.
You'll never tell.
Yeah.
Right.
If you didn't know or didn't read the credits, you would never know.
Exactly. Oh, by the way, so I don't know if I mentioned this on air, but I know I talked to you off air. September 13th is our weekend off.
Yeah.
Me and I think actually Riley are gonna go with me. I don't know, but Lexington's having a Scare Fest, which is their horror fest convention, and one of the other people that's going to be there is Bruce Campbell, and she's probably going to film me crying, meeting Bruce Campbell. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying there could be a possibility. So, and she's going to record this because I'm pretty sure she's going to get a big kick out of having the video.
Well, that kind of segues into the next movie.
Well, I mean, because Evil Dead did get remade.
Yeah, it did.
And I actually really liked it. I enjoyed it.
I haven't sat down and actually watched it. I've just had it on in the background and glanced here and there.
Now, it is, I won't say it's different, but it is in a way.
It's more horror than comedy.
Yeah, which, I mean, in the original Evil Dead, that's the way it started off was...
Well, even in
horror.
the original, it was very comedic.
Yeah, but it was low budget, so, I mean...
Yeah.
But, of course, once they got to Army of Darkness, the third one, it was...
It's just, all out.
All bets were off.
Yeah.
Bruce does make an appearance in it, though.
Oh, does he?
At the very end, you just see him and he just goes, groovy. And then that's it.
Well, shit.
I'm pretty sure he just goes groovy and then it just goes off. But it's actually really good. It's I wouldn't say it's really scary, but there is some pretty good parts that will make you jump.
Some jump scares.
Yeah, some good jump scares, and like I say, it's not a bad movie. The storyline's good. I mean, if you're a fan of The Evil Dead, I highly recommend watching it. Obviously.
Oh yeah.
If you've not watched Ash vs. Evil Dead, the series that they had on,
too.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It got canceled after three seasons, but I mean, hell, it was a continuation 30 years after Army of Darkness.
Right.
Bruce was in it. I mean, it was just like The Evil Dead. You can't go wrong with it. So, Evil Dead, I put it in. Let's do it this way. Let's do the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
Of remakes, kind of. I don't know. I can name two already ugly ones, but we'll save those for later.
Yeah.
We'll do some of the good
bring
ones.
one up.
Okay. Well, I'll let you have the next one then.
One of the first, I guess, violent movies, I guess you could say, that I remember watching was RoboCop.
Yeah,
They did remake RoboCop.
And I did not like it.
It was okay. I put that kind of in the ugly category.
How about we put that in the bad category? At least for me, I put that in the bad category.
Well, yeah, I guess you could. Because, like I said, it's okay to me, but...
Yeah, because we can't put it in the good, the okay, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
So, we'll put it in the bad. I mean, at least for me, I didn't like it. I don't really remember much of it, but...
It's one of those movies where I watched it once and was just like, yeah, okay. I watched the original.
do you remember any like differences or anything?
Well, yeah. First of all, he's on a motorcycle.
Well, okay, yeah.
He still has one of his hands. He's black. You know, his
Now I do know he
suit
was
is
black.
black.
Yeah, I do know that was one difference. Who played him?
Shit.
I want to say Michael Fassbender, but I know that's not it. I know that's not it, but for some reason I keep on saying I know it's not Carl Urban.
No.
He was in the Total Recall. No, he was in the Judge Dredd remake.
It was the guy from Suicide Squad.
Guy from Suicide Squad.
That was with Enchantress.
Oh, I
He
know who
played
you're
Rogue.
talking
Yeah,
about.
I can't remember his name.
I can't even think of his name on Suicide Squad.
I can't either.
It's like right on the tip of my tongue, and I just can't think of it
Even
at
though
all.
it's not a remake, it's definitely an ugly
What?
movie. Suicide Squad.
Yeah, even though it's not a remake, that definitely is. Yeah,
I'm real disappointed in that movie.
very, very disappointed.
But any fucking what?
But which we're going to be even more talking about DC here towards the end because, well, hell, I'm just going to go ahead and bring it up right
You
now.
mean Marvel?
Yeah, Marvel and DC,
You know, Disney.
or Marvel and Disney, or Disney. God, what? Fuck, DC, or not DC, but
Disney and Sony.
there you go. Yeah,
And
how about
Spider-Man.
you go ahead and take it from here.
Sony is being Dr. Evil right now. And Disney's trying to be number 2. We could play, you know, the whole scene from Austin Powers where he says we can use time travel and the knowledge to play the stock market. We can make billions. And Dr. Evil says, no, why make billions when we can make millions?
Yeah.
That is Sony's approach right now.
I mean, hey, listen, it didn't work the last 2 Spider-Man series that
No,
you did.
because
So
how many
why-
times Spider-Man been fucking rebooted and remade now?
Yeah, this is the 3rd go-around, so you didn't do good the first 2 times. What the fuck makes you think you're going to do it 3rd time's a charm? Because,
The only reason they've been good thus far is because Disney and Marvel has had their hands in it.
well, I think kind of what their plan is what they're trying to do, and this is, I don't know, this is just me guessing, but they got the rights to Venom right now and Carnage.
Yep.
I'm thinking that now that they have, because they said that Tom Holland will be in the 3 more planned sequels. It just will not be MCU, stuff. So I'm thinking they're going to bring Tom Holland still, and they're planning on 3 sequels. They're going to probably throw Venom and Carnage, and probably Sinister Six and all that. But my question is, how is the MCU going to play this off? Are they just like not going to mention him ever again? Or what?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll work something out. If they don't, then Sony's fucked, in my opinion. And the rights is going to revert back to Marvel and Disney.
Well, so now here's the other thing. DC is still not going to capitalize on this.
Yeah, well, fuck. Let's not even talk about DC. Jesus Christ. But yeah, no.
Yeah, well, let's not get into the whole DC
no,
thing.
Not DC, no.
Yeah, I'm done talking about how DC is completely just, I don't know.
Fuck the pooch.
Yeah, they fuck themselves. They don't care about their fans, obviously.
Yeah.
So-
Like me and you were talking, the only 2 good things they got going for them is Wonder Woman, which I guess you could technically consider that a remake, because they did make a Wonder Woman movie and TV show back in the day with Linda Carter.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? It was,
So,
well, the same thing with Captain America.
Well,
They
yeah.
did the same thing with that, and Incredible Hulk. You had the Lou Ferrigno Hulk. Well, that was TV.
that's TV, but you had, let's see, 2 Edward Norton's Hulk, and then what was the other asshole that played the Hulk?
Eric Bana, wasn't it? Yeah, it was
I
Eric
can't
Bana that back in 2003 where I think it was Nick Nolte was in that one.
Maybe, I can't remember.
But that one was terrible. But I'll tell you what, I would gladly give up any CG Hulk if they would bring Lou Ferrigno. If Lou Ferrigno would play the Hulk, I would watch that.
That's talking about fucking throwing back way back.
Yeah, well, look at Lou Ferrigno's still fucking huge.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he made a guest appearance in
Yeah, he did.
in the Incredible Hulk, when, you know, and he's still fucking huge. So I mean,
Yeah, he's still a big bastard.
I would take that over any CG Hulk any day. I would take Ferrigno.
So both Hulk movies for you go into the bad, huh? Or the ugly?
The Incredible Hulk with Norton, I put in the good.
Yeah, I did like it too.
The Eric Bana one with
Yeah.
Nick Nolte, that goes actually in the ugly spot.
Yeah. I agree.
I want to put that in the bad, but ugly is,
Yeah, that's more appropriate.
yeah, that's probably where I would go with that.
Yeah.
For, there is a lot of remakes though.
Oh, I know.
It's like every year there's like 2 or 3.
Oh, well, you know. Here, let's go. Let me jump to an obvious one. Halloween.
Yeah, well, this Halloween that just come out wasn't really a remake. It was more of a.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the one that just come out.
Okay.
I'm talking about Rob
Oh,
Zombie's
you're talking about
Halloween.
Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Now, I do like Rob Zombie movies, but what the fuck?
Really? You didn't? Did you? Well, I liked it. I really did. Now, I liked part 1.
I haven't seen part 2. Part 1, I have to put it in the bad, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
I would put part 1 for me in the good.
I'm not that, I don't know what it is. I'm not that crazy about it.
Well, I mean, it was completely different.
Well,
In a
I
way,
mean,
you
you know, that's kind of a no-brainer. It was different.
Yeah, but it was like, you know, he was coming from a broken home, and apparently, which we don't know how he really came up in the originals, because we only seen his parents very briefly.
Well, I mean,
And they never really mentioned about his home life.
no, but going off the neighborhood and everything else, you know, typical middle class upbringing,
Yeah.
nice neighborhood, you know, probably really didn't want for nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even the
You
kind
know,
of little
typical
thing-
80s style.
Yeah. It just looked like, you know, his parents was, you know, like you said, middle class or whatever.
Yeah.
But in the remake, you know, they're poor.
They're poor. They're, I think, alcoholics, abusive.
Yeah, well, this stepdad
Yeah, is abusive.
is, his mom was kind of, which was played by Sherry Moon Zombie. And trust me,
Why not?
she is smoking hot. And she's actually a really good actress, too. I think she does a really good job. But coming up from the broken home was kind of a neat little twist to that whole Halloween Michael Myers thing. But at the same point, I don't know. I kind of wanted him to go back to just being no reason why he was like he was. You know, because the remake was like, well, the reason why he's like he is because he comes from a broken home and this, this, and
well,
that.
I mean, eventually, you know, you come to find out he's that way due to some kind of, you know, the alignment of this, that, and the others, you know, very satanic,
Yeah.
demon, blah, 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 whatever. I forget how it goes now, but it goes into one of them. Because Dr. Loomis explains it all
Yeah. Well, because
in one of them.
it was, I think it was the Curse of Michael Myers,
May have been.
where they introduced like some cult following or something like
Yeah,
that.
something to do with the occult.
So, I mean, they attempted to try to explain the why he was how he was, but they did a piss poor job of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I put the remake for me. I put it in the good. For you, you're going bad.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't crazy about it. I guess because I just grew up with the other ones.
Okay. Well, staying on the topic of since we're on horror movies with the remakes.
I had one
Okay.
that you haven't thought of. I don't even know if you've seen the original. I have. House on Haunted Hill
Yes.
with Vincent Price.
Now, I've not seen the original, but I have seen.
You've seen the remake.
Yeah, I've seen the remake.
Okay, I have watched both. The
I like the
Price.
remake. Okay. Now, Vincent Price is. I do like Vincent Price.
Yes.
So, what in the 50s?
60s. I've actually watched the colored version.
Okay.
I have seen the black and white version too, but I have watched the colored also. It's like 65, 68, somewhere through there.
So, any differences or?
Oh, huge difference.
Huge ones?
Huge. You see Vincent Price. It's a lot more, affairs were more scandalous back then.
Right.
And he knew his wife was having an affair, and he faked his own death in the so-called haunted house. And and he terrifies them and basically ends up killing. She kills her lover trying to frame her husband, if I remember right. Vincent Price's character.
Okay.
And Vincent Price finds his skeleton, or finds a skeleton, attaches it to wires, and gets her down in the dark basement, for there's a big vat of acid in the floor, and terrifies her with that, and scary. I mean, it's not different compared to the remake.
Yeah, because I don't remember too much about the remake, but I mean, I knew
the remake. The house was actually haunted.
Okay.
I don't remember the older one being the house actually haunted. It was mainly people fucking with each other.
Right.
But by all means, you need to watch both.
I've watched the remake a long time ago. I mean,
To me, they're both of them. I put in the good category.
okay. I think I put the remake that I seen probably in the good category. Now, it has been a long time since I've seen it, so it could change.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm going to go the good.
And I think I know where you might have been going when you said horror movies.
Well, there's two options.
That one of them probably has Paris Hilton in it.
House of Wax?
Yeah.
I put that in the bad.
Yes.
Borderland ugly, but the bad. The only reason why it don't go into the ugly is because I had Paris Hilton. And even though, I don't know, she had a little bit of redeeming qualities. She was some eye candy, so I put that in the bad.
It's definitely a bad movie.
Yeah, it's not. If you want to see Paris Hilton, watch it. But if you're expecting a good movie,
Or
you're
a good horror
not
movie
getting
in general, no.
Yeah, so don't watch it if you're expecting some
No.
good movie. But if you want to see Paris Hilton,
Yeah.
in, skimpy clothes, then
Yeah, if you want to see Paris Hilton being Paris Hilton, yeah, there you go.
yeah, then that's the movie for you.
So what was the other one?
I was gonna go with Friday the 13th.
See, I haven't seen that one.
See, a lot of people. Okay, at the very beginning, I'm gonna tell you why a lot of people have a problem with this movie. First of all, there's no storyline to Friday the 13th.
No.
Ever. The only storyline you get.
Horny teenagers fucking and Jason shows up and murders them.
Yeah, because what's the
That's-
background story? I mean, simple.
Well, I mean, there was story in the first one to
Yeah.
a point.
I
But
mean,
that was his psychotic mother.
Right. Well, there's a story really in all of them, but I mean, as far as
Well, the only point I ever come away with was, hey, horny teenagers fucking, you're gonna die.
well, yeah. I mean, there were setups and in Manhattan, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
I mean, we all know Jason. What happens to Jason?
Yeah.
So there's really no big backstory besides that. So first of all, people, get over that there's no big elaborate story. It's a slasher flick. Jason comes back from the dead, fucking kills all the teens.
Yeah.
You just go. It's not even a spoiler. I'm telling you that everybody dies because that's
That's
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that's what Jason does. I mean,
Okay, second of all, and well, this is really the biggest reason why everybody hated. He runs. Listen, people. Jason runs in part 2 and 3 and 4. And I mean
I think-
runs like Usain Bolt. Okay, get over it.
I think he runs part 5.
Well, part 5 really wasn't him, though. It was the copycat killer.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. But part 4, he runs kind of. But part 2 and 3, he fucking
He
runs like
yeah,
Usain Bolt.
Oh, especially in number 2 when he's got the sack on his head.
Oh yeah, and I don't see how he did that because they only had one eye
little
hole.
eye hole, yeah.
How's that motherfucker not running into shit?
I'm sure he did.
And he kills pretty efficiently too.
Yeah.
He doesn't miss his mark.
So yeah, he runs. I've been wanting to watch it. I just haven't got around to it, like several others.
It's good. Like I said, don't go in there expecting the greatest movie ever.
I'm expecting a throwback to 80s slasher movies.
Yeah.
That's what I'm expecting.
You're here to see Jason come in here, fuck people up,
Yes.
kill some bitches and some other people, and that's about it.
Yes.
And you want to see some TNA too, because what would be a Jason movie without any of that?
Well, we're on slasher films, so we can talk about another one that got remade. That, to me, it wasn't bad.
Oh, which I put the Jason in good. I put that in the good category. You haven't seen it, so.
Is Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger.
A lot of people hated that one.
I actually liked it. But you said not a lot of people like Nightmare on Elm Street. And I have a theory as to why. It drove... You had a whole lot of a backstory in the remake. Yes, it wasn't Robert Englund. It wasn't as smart-assy Freddy that we're used to.
He did have a couple of good one-liners in there. What was it when she was trying to walk down the hallway and she was like sinking in there, and he was like, "Oh, that's what you call a wet dream," or something like that.
Something like that.
So I mean, he kept a little bit of the same humor in a way,
but it was a whole lot darker tone. They give you a little more of the backstory.
Yeah.
It just didn't look like Freddy, I guess, is what pissed a lot of people off.
He actually looked like a real burn victim compared to what the original Freddy looked. Now, I'm not saying the original Freddy, Robert Englund, looked bad. I'm just saying, but in this one, he looked a little bit more like a burn victim.
Everything was darker. It was kind of more realistic, I guess, as much as hard as it is to say.
And the fact that they kind of went into Freddy had his little room in the school,
in the boiler room.
Yes. So I mean, you actually seen in a little bit more into his child molestation side. You seen, because in the original you really didn't see anything like that.
It was hinted at.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. It was always hinted at in the first couple. It wasn't until I think 3 or 4. Did they actually start saying he really did these horrible things?
But they never did show none of it or go into no detail. All they done was showed him, being burnt alive when he makes the pact or whatever with the demon.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. There was a lot of differences in there. It
was a much more darker tone, about like what the new Evil Dead
exactly.
was.
Now, here's a question. Do you think Jackie Earl Haley, the guy who played him, did he live up to the expectations, or?
Well, the thing with that movie is just like with Hellboy. I went in I'd beat it into my head. I'm not comparing him to Robert Englund. They were two different,
Two different
I knew there
types.
would be two different types of Freddy.
Yeah.
And like I said, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I went and seen it when midnight release over at our local movie theater.
Yeah.
I went and watched it, and it was crowded.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, of course, But, a lot of these people that are seeing it nowadays don't,
I think it's going to be one of those movies that turns into have a cult following as it gets older.
Yeah, a lot of movies are like that. I mean,
because technically it was a box office flop.
Oh, yeah.
Supposedly.
That and the Friday I wouldn't say the Friday the 13th movie was a box office flop, because it opened up on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And so, so it got a lot of publicity. Well, I wouldn't say publicity, because back when that come out, the original, or the remake of Friday the 13th, it's something I wish we kind of would go back to. And what I mean by that is that was before IMDb and YouTube.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, if you wanted to see what movies were coming out, you had to go to the movies and watch the previews.
Yeah. Or, you know, unless it was like a big, I guess you consider triple A, you know, type movie.
Yeah.
Then, of course, they would promote the hell out of it on TV. You'd see it in commercials or something like that. But
I mean, yeah, it's you didn't have all that, the leaks and the Comic-Con. I mean, well, you still had San Diego Comic-Con back then.
yeah,
But it wasn't a mass media frenzy
no, it just
of content like it is now.
no, it was totally different.
I mean, look, we covered Comic-Con extensively in one of our episodes. I mean, so there's a lot of content out there. Back then, you didn't have that, you know?
Yeah,
I always said my favorite thing to do, what I would love to do, is I would pay $50 for a movie ticket if I could just sit there and watch nothing but previews of things coming out for the next few years. Just all trailers. I'd do that. My favorite part of going to the movies is making it to watch the trailers. Even though I've probably seen the trailers before.
yeah.
But
Especially now, it's kind of a lost cause.
yeah, I mean, well, hell, they don't even play trailers anymore in front of movies. When I go to our local movie theater, it's like half the fucking thing is commercials and maybe 2 trailers.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is now.
But I miss that whole surprise factor of going to the movies and watching the trailers.
Yeah.
I know we're getting kind of sidetracked, but I mean, like you said, we're not professionals. We're going to get sidetracked.
Never fucking claimed to be.
Big fuck you and all that.
Yeah, but thank you and fuck you. Or fuck you and thank you. However, I can't remember.
However you say it in the intro.
I can't remember.
Probably one of the greatest intros of all podcasting. Just going to throw that out there.
But another, since we're on horror movies, was they rebooted and they have spun off Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Are you talking about the one with Jessica Biel in it?
Arlie Ermy.
Yeah. Didn't he die not too long ago?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. That one was actually really good. That came out my senior year. Well, it would be your senior year,
Yeah.
too. I actually really enjoyed it, and I thought it was actually pretty scary.
Yeah, I liked it. I don't know if I'd call it scary because I have a hard time finding any movie that actually scares me.
Yeah. I guess there's only been 2 movies, really, that I've watched that scared the shit out of me. One was Hellraiser, the original Hellraiser. I was little when I watched it, so of course. And 2, to this day, Arachnophobia.
Oh, fuck that movie.
Fuck that goddamn movie. It's a good movie, but fuck that movie.
Yeah, no. I'd rather watch 8-Legged Freaks.
I do like 8-Legged Freaks because that's more CG, so you could tell that the spiders are fake.
Yeah.
Arachnophobia, they're
real fucking spiders.
Yeah, they're real fucking spiders. Even the big ass spider, the queen spider, or whatever it was.
Nah, I can't remember.
At the end, that Jeff Daniels has to basically fight, looks real.
But they've spun off. They rebooted Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was good. Like you said, I liked it, but they spun it off and actually give Leatherface his own origin story.
Yeah, see, I never did watch the that one.
It's called Leatherface. I watched it. It's pretty good.
Okay, so I thought you were talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning one that they put up. That one was terrible. I don't think I even watched all that, but the one you're talking about,
the whole time going through, you don't really, the one you think is Leatherface isn't.
So they kind of throw a twist there.
Oh, it's a hell of a mind fuck. And seeing how he gets there, it's crazy because it shows him as a little boy and getting taken away from his mother because his mother's fucking batshit crazy.
See, I haven't watched the Leatherface yet. Now, is it like its own, like kind of like it's rebooting it, or is it kind of like still in the same universe as the Michael Bay remake of Texas Chainsaw?
It's kind of in the Michael Bay-esque style.
Okay.
but it gives you the whole origin backstory.
So is this called Leatherface?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to.
pretty sure it's what it's called.
I'm gonna have to watch it because I've not seen that one. Like I said, I've seen the Michael Bay one, the remake. I've seen the. Well, I haven't watched all of the one in the beginning or the beginning one.
I've watched pretty much all of them.
Leatherface is an actual, like, really interesting character. And the one thing I like about the Michael Bay one is how they kind of made it look like it was based on a true story, which it is based off a game.
Yeah, it's based off a real serial killer.
But it's like they were trying to make it look like that specific thing was real.
Yeah.
But it was good. And I mean, now I'm just think about it. Michael Bay directed and produced the Friday the 13th remake,
Yeah.
the Nightmare on Elm Street, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one.
Yeah.
That's kind of...
And Star Trek.
Did he do Star Trek too?
I'm pretty sure he did. I could be wrong about that, but I think he did.
He should have done Chucky. Just because the
Yeah.
fact that it's, he redid those three, why not do that?
Yeah.
They need to remake and reboot the Hellraiser. Actually,
they're
I think...
still making Hellraiser movies, but they're all direct to DVD.
Yeah. Because I think they actually did do a remake, a reimagining called Revelations, Hellraiser Revelations, and they didn't have Doug Bradley play him.
The problem with doing Hellraiser, everybody wants to try to live up to Clive Barker's books, and it's fucking impossible.
Like, I heard even the movies, as fucked up and great as they are, still don't even
No,
compared to what the
nothing
books
compared
is.
to the books.
So have you read, how many books is there?
A fuck ton.
Really, of the Hellraiser series?
Yeah, there's
Wow.
a bunch.
So how many have you read?
I've read bits and pieces of the first one.
See, that's kind of something I always tell
one
myself.
that gets real, that's kind of close to the book. It come out for 360. It was a game. I think it's called Clive Barker's Jericho. It's based off a book.
Oh, I was going to say there was a Hellraiser game?
Well, yeah, there was.
Was it really?
I'm pretty sure. If I remember right, there was.
It's probably like on Nintendo or Super Nintendo?
Probably. I think they might have made one for PS1.
Really?
I think.
I kind of want to buy a PS1 now and buy that just so I can find that game.
I think. I'll get back to you on that one. I'll have to make sure. I might be thinking of the Evil Dead. I can't remember. It all kind of runs together.
Well, when you're like us and you work third shift, shit just runs together.
Yeah.
Wasn't it just yesterday? It was Friday and we were like, is today Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah.
And then we realized, oh, wait a minute, no.
Fucking Friday.
Today's just Friday.
Yeah, it's fucked up. The joys of working night shift. You never know what fucking day it is.
You really don't. And especially during the winter when we don't really see the sun.
No, it's fucking dark when you go to work and dark when you get off.
Yeah, and the only time
Hilarious.
you're really going to see the sun is if you have to piss and you have to go to the bathroom, you get up and look out the window.
Yep.
Because even on our days off, I know I do. I tend to sleep.
Yeah.
So we putting that on the good?
On the good.
Okay, so that's going to go on the good.
Yes. On the good.
So how many bad have we had? We've only had one or two bads?
I can't remember.
I think we've had a couple bads.
Yeah, somebody can take a running tally for us and tell us.
Yeah, we're not gotten to the ugly ones yet. I want to wait for the last because I think me and you, the two that we're thinking of, I know at least one of them that we've both seen, and I know we can sit there and rip into that. So we're going to save that to the end.
Yeah, well, that definitely needs to be to the end.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, because the movie we're talking about is for both of us, at least for me, I know, is just kind of iconic for me. I know, it's kind of like I don't know.
There's one I want to talk about, and I know me and you'll be able to go on this for a while, even though we haven't seen the original. We've seen the remake.
Okay.
So, that will be...
Yeah, we'll wait to do the uglies at the end.
Yeah, we'll have to. But the movie I'm referring to is Scarface.
Scarface, like the Al Pacino
That's the remake.
Scarface. Wait, now hang on a second. You're telling me that Scarface was a remake?
Yep.
I had no fucking clue. I thought that, well, Scarface was just, the original. I didn't know they remade it.
Yep.
I didn't know that was
It's
a remake.
based off an older movie.
When did this come out?
50s, 60s, I think. Maybe it may be older than that.
And saying when was Scarface? Was the
In the
80s?
Yeah.
Late 80s or something like that?
Something like that.
I had no idea it was a remake.
Yes.
I mean,
But I love that movie.
I love the original. I mean, not the original. Obviously, I haven't seen the original now.
Yep.
Now I'm going to have to watch it just because.
That's a nice big mind fuck for you.
Yeah, I had no idea. So you've not watched it? Is that what you said?
No, I haven't watched the original either.
Wow. My mind is just blown right now.
Because I know no matter how hard I tell myself not to compare it to
The original, it's
the Tony Montana version. No, it's just gonna suck.
It's pretty weird that you're comparing the remake to the original.
I know.
Is the original as good as the remake? Is the question.
Yeah. Probably not. I'd probably be very disappointed.
And very, very rarely. I mean, look, we got stuff on the good list, but that don't mean it's going to blow the original out of the water. It just means it was a good remake.
Yep. This one, I'd have a feeling would because, I mean, just the shit that's in that movie, the amount of violence, the mountains of cocaine. I mean, shit.
Michael Bolton. Tony Montana.
I'm gonna say Michael Bolton's not in that. You're thinking of something else, sir.
And that makes that whole song. But if the song we're referring to is the Lonely Island, it's called Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yep.
It's just called Jack Sparrow. It's got Michael Bolton in. If anybody knows who the Lonely Island, if you're listening to us, you probably should know who the Lonely Island is.
Yeah.
Because you probably got the same.
It definitely be right up your alley if you haven't listened to them.
But stop what you're doing and listen to that right now.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Yeah. Not really. We're not going to fucking wait on you.
No.
Just pause this and go. We're going to keep going. Because we're dicks like that.
But there was another movie that was done the same way as Scarface. And it had Kevin Costner in it.
Waterworld?
No.
Was Waterworld even a Kevin Costner movie?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I
This
thought.
one has Kevin Costner and Sean Connery in it.
I will bite.
The Untouchables.
I've never watched The Untouchables. I've never watched
About
the
Agent
remake
Elliot.
or...
It's about Agent Elliot Ness taking down Al Capone.
Oh,
But that was based off. That is a remake.
you
Those
just,
kept one with Kevin Costner.
you just gave me an idea about. Well, I'll talk about that after you finish this.
But yeah, I haven't seen that one out. I haven't seen the original of that one either.
The Untouchables. Yeah, I've not seen the remake or the original of that.
Yeah. I highly suggest the remake.
I'll probably watch the remake then.
Because Sean Connery plays a badass.
Sean Connery's just good. I mean,
Yeah, I like him damn near everything I've ever seen him in.
I love The Rock.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about Dwayne Johnson. I'm talking about the movie
The Rock with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About Alcatraz. It's had Ed Harris in it.
There's a theory on what that movie actually is. It's actually a James Bond movie.
Why? Because it has Costner in it? Or
No, Connery.
oh, yeah, Connor. Why did I say
Rock.
Costner for?
Because the working theory is, 007 is just the code name of the agent at the time. And for he was locked away about the same time he disappeared from James Bond
Uh-huh.
and was locked away for that amount of time that he was actually caught by our government.
That's actually pretty... I like...
That's a hell of a
that
theory to dive into.
Well, give that theory some legitimacy is the fact that
Well,
you said it.
Even in the,
007 is just a code.
well, even in The Rock, he mentions about being employed by how is it, His Queen Majesty or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I forget how he refers to the Queen. But more or less, he was a fucking spy. And what was James Bond? Spy.
Yeah, that's actually really good
So,
theory.
James Bond 007, that ain't nothing more than a code name for all these covert spy agents that they've made movies about.
So, and you think this is like his later years, like he's retired from being...
Oh, no, it wasn't that he was retired. His ass was fucking locked up.
Oh, okay.
He was locked up and they threw away the fucking key trying to forget this guy and had to pull him out for The Rock.
It's been so long since I've seen The Rock. It's, it's a great movie. I tell you what performance though. I love Nicolas Cage. I love Sean Connery. But Ed Harris is an actor that I think is just overlooked anyways.
Yeah,
Great actor.
he is.
But I think this movie, The Rock, that he's in, because he plays the bad guy,
Yeah.
is just
And does it
absolute.
well.
He absolutely blows it out of the water. I mean, if you don't know who Ed Harris is, it's kind of hard to explain, because he's kind of one of those guys we've been talking about several episodes now that you know but you don't know.
Yeah. You recognize their face, but you don't know their name.
Yeah, you're like, hey, he's in a lot of things.
And we'll eventually do an episode on that.
Yeah, I think that'd be probably a really good episode to do. Talking about that.
You had a hell of a segue.
Well,
When we said The Rock, you said not Dwayne Johnson.
right.
Because one of the remake movies we've got is Walking Tall.
Yo, I like the original. I have seen the original.
I have too. It's just been a long time.
Yeah. But the Rock version that come out, when was it? 04?
No, it was
maybe
later.
earlier? I
It
don't
was later
know.
than that. It was like 06, I think.
Okay. But,
Which it could have been earlier.
well, Johnny Knoxville was still really popular, I think, because he
Yeah.
was in it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That was a good movie.
That was a fucking fantastic
And it's
movie.
It's actually based off a true story. He was Buford Pusser. He was actually a sheriff that he did die mysteriously in a car accident.
Yeah.
And he laid the smackdown on the corrupt forces in his hometown.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
No pun intended on there.
Yeah.
Well, see, I watched the original after I watched the remake because I didn't know the remake was actually a remake
Yeah.
until after. I heard it. I knew it was kind of based on a true story,
Yep.
but it wasn't after I started
was.
watching it when my my grandparents said, "What are you watching?" I said, "Oh, I'm watching Walking Tall." Like, oh, is it a remake of the original? I said, what original?
Kind of fucked with
I
you.
said, I know it was a true story, and they told me, no, that's a remake. And I was like, okay. So I went watching. It was good, really good. But I think Walking Tall was kind of one of those circumstances that we were just talking about, where the remake completely surpasses the original.
Yep.
You know. So that's a very rare case. I love it though when he goes into the casino.
And just starts fucking shit
Yeah,
up.
with that baseball bat, and he's just fucking shit up.
That ain't a
with that-
baseball bat, it's a fucking 2x4
Yeah,
you whittled
yeah,
down.
2x4. And I like how even when he becomes sheriff,
Yeah,
he
he
walks
still keeps
around
it.
that 2x4.
Yep.
I like when he pulls the bad guy over, the villain.
Yeah.
He's like, gotta
used
get
to be
that
his
tail
friend.
light. Yeah, gotta get that tail light fixed. What tail light?
That
Face
one.
that one right there.
Yes, it's awesome.
It is.
Awesome.
Rock does it's one of his first movies he
Yeah.
did.
He's turned out to be a good actor, but he's had many years of practice.
Yeah. Well, him and Sean William Scott are kind of like, okay, him and Kevin Hart have a good relationship right now. They're in movies together. They got good chemistry. They're good friends. But him and Sean William Scott, is that his name? Yeah, Sean William Scott's his name, ain't it?
One that played Stifler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they did another movie a couple years after this, or it might have been closer to this, called The Rundown.
Yep.
So they kind of like had that chemistry of
Yeah.
him and Kevin Hart got now. Rock's a good actor. I mean,
like I
Yeah,
said,
you gotta admit to
he
that.
had many years of practice though, because it's all professional wrestling is.
Oh, yeah.
Is actor. That's why it's easy for him to transition.
And The Rock, matter if you watch wrestling or not,
He's a big bastard.
yeah,
Plain
he's
and
got
simple.
he's got mic skills. He can sit there and go on and on
Oh
and
fuck
on
yeah,
and talk.
he does.
Yeah,
It's fucking ridiculous. I wish I had my skills like that, but
Oh, yeah, I do too.
I don't.
we would have a lot more subscribers than the 17 we got right now.
Yeah.
Go like our Facebook page, Hillbilly Havoc Podcast. We're on Facebook.
And
Like it.
Castbox.
Castbox and YouTube.
I got another one that will mind fuck you.
Okay.
That's a remake. And it started off with a series. The Dukes of Hazzard is not original idea.
Like, because I know there was the original, like the TV
Oh,
show.
that's just it. The TV show is not an original idea. It's remade and based off a movie.
Really?
Made,
I had no clue.
Made in 76, 77, and I have seen it.
I wonder how many people actually know that.
It's called Moonrunners.
Moonrunners. You're gonna have to write that down for me because I gotta watch that. I've never actually watched Dukes of Hazzard. Ever. I've never watched the show. I watched the remake movie,
Okay. Well,
which because it had Jessica Simpson in it. So I mean, kind of.
I can't remember if they're called Bo and Luke and Moonrunners,
Okay.
but they are cousins in the movie. They are living with their uncle, who is Uncle Jesse. There is a girl, but it's not their cousin.
So okay. So Daisy is not.
Yeah, I don't even think she's called Daisy in this one.
Okay.
But the sheriff is Roscoe Coltrane. I think it's even narrated maybe by Welling Jennings, who done the narration for Dukes of Hazzard later.
Yeah. I've never watched Dukes of Hazzard. I mean, obviously I know them. Like, 'cause I watched the remake movie because Jessica Simpson.
Well, they spun that movie off too.
Okay, so Moon Runners is what
Yep.
it's called. Oh well, you wrote it down.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, I've been trying to.
Is it
Wow.
on our streaming service?
I've been trying to find it. So far, I ain't had no luck.
Oh, that's not.
But I'm going to buy the DVD off Amazon. It's like $5.
Well, I mean, $5. So,
I mean, I'm going to get it.
yeah, I bought the entire Friday the 13th series for $10.
It was Dad actually showed me that movie. Is how I know about it.
I had no. I wonder how many people actually really do know that.
Very few, I'd say.
I
Well,
would
they'd
like-
have to be Dad's age.
Yeah.
Pushing like 60.
Well, we got a buddy at work,
Right.
Tracy. He loves Dukes of Hazzard. I wonder if he.
Probably not.
I kind of. You know what? Let's start a Facebook poll. We need to start a
This
Facebook.
could go fucking well.
We should start a Facebook poll and see how many people actually know that.
We could.
I don't know. We might do it if I don't fall asleep
I
when I get home.
told you that one would fuck with you noodle just a little bit.
There might be people that actually think we're fucking just lying. Just
Yeah, well,
well, like in the words of a very wise man that I know that is sitting next to me, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Thank you and fuck off.
Pretty much.
That's our motto at work. Thank you and fuck off. Sort of like that.
Yeah, sort of. As I said earlier, thank you, fuck you, goodbye, whatever. Fuck it. Now,
JP's in a rare mood this morning that we are recording. So
yes.
be aware. There's
We will talk about a clusterfuck of a movie. The original, mind you, clusterfuck of a movie. Judge Dredd.
oh you're talking okay, so you're talking about the original.
Yeah.
I like the original. At least that I remember, but then again I was, kind of I was like a teenage, 13 or 14 I might have been when I watched, I don't know. I haven't watched the original in a long time. The remake, I don't know, for some reason I want to say it was good, but I don't remember.
The remake is leaps and bounds better.
Okay. I know it's got, what's his face?
Basically, the first Judge Dredd is, here's Sylvester Stallone, and we'll say he's Judge Dredd. And we'll throw, what's his fucking name, Deuce Bigelow in there.
Oh,
Rob Schneider.
Yeah, Rob Schneider. He was in the He was in the original?
Yep.
Really?
He's basically comic relief.
Uh,
But it was just a piss poor executed script. A fucking hot dumpster fire.
so this is one of those rare cases. The remake is
Oh, most definitely. I enjoyed the
way
remake.
better than Dread.
You know, the original jumped all over the fucking place compared to the remake. Yeah, you're still in Mega 1, but he goes to one block in the remake and absolutely just proceeds to fuck shit and people up.
That has Carl Urban. Isn't that his name? Or,
I don't know. You never see him without his helmet off.
I think Carl Urban is his name.
He has his helmet on the whole time. He has a much more stern, I don't give a fuck demeanor, and versus Stallone's whatever the fuck, you know, I'm a genetic fuck up from all the, yeah, fucking clusterfuck of a damn movie.
Well, that same year they come out with another classic remake or whatever when they remade Total Recall that same year. That same summer, I remember. That had Colin Farrell in it.
I have seen the original with Schwarzenegger, and I think the highlight of that movie for everybody of the original was, you know, the chick with 3 tits.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're excited over a 3-titted alien on Mars. Way to go.
I would be. I'm just telling you right now, if I walked anywhere around there, alien or not, and they had 3 tits, I'd be excited to be about that. I'd be motorboating the fuck out of those 3 tits.
That's just a problem. There's no place to motorboat.
I'd find a way. What you got in between these two and these two?
No.
But I guess you really couldn't get a good
Yeah.
motor of all 3 of them. You'd still have to choose 2.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But I tell you another good thing that Total Recall remake had. Kate Beckinsale. And that's all you fucking need to get me to the movie. If you put Kate Beckinsale in a movie like Emma Stone, which by the way, Emma Stone has been announced or something about playing Cruella de Vil in her own little standalone movie. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you better believe I'm gonna watch that. If it's got Emma Stone in it, I will watch it.
You'll be there. You'll be like Eminem in his fucking ass like that video.
Yeah.
You'll be getting kicked out of the movie theater for touching your pee-pee. Anyways.
I'm about ready to die right now. No, but seriously, if you put Emma Stone or Kate Beckinsale in a movie, or if you really, really want me to come see it multiple times, put Jennifer Lopez in that bitch. Then I will see it. I probably won't leave the movie theater.
Yeah, you'll be sitting down with your popcorn.
Which reminds me, I know me and you haven't talked about this. Me and I actually talked about this off air. But, do you know another, there's a come out with a movie. I think it comes out next month. I think it is. Called Hustlers. Now, I'm going to name you 2 cast members. Now, this movie is about strippers, okay? And it's got Jennifer Lopez and Cardi B in it.
I was going to say, this ain't like a fucking Magic Mike thing.
No. Cardi B, Jennifer Lopez, a movie about strippers. I can't even talk right now thinking about it.
You might want to clean the drool up. You know, it's getting kind of
sorry.
long.
I don't want to drip down in the mic or anything. Yeah, Cardi B and Jennifer Lopez in the same movie about strippers and them stripping. Yeah, I'm going to see that movie. All they have to do is put Emma Stone and Kate Beckinsale in that movie too, and I probably would never leave the movie theater.
Yeah, you'd be escorted out by the police.
They would have to, because I wouldn't want to leave. I would buy that on DVD, and probably you would never hear from me again. I'd be dehydrated because
you'd go through a lot of lotion.
Kleenex would love me once that movie come out.
Well, let me know. I'll be sure to buy stock in it and Jergens both.
Well, still, they might be in good, you know, when that movie comes out on DVD with just those 2 in them about strippers. Because they're both in there stripping. Kleenex, you got, trust me,
But I will put the remake of Judge Dredd. I'll get back on topic a little bit.
Yeah.
Before we get too far down a rabbit hole, we shouldn't venture.
Oh no, I'm venturing down that rabbit hole. That's 2 rabbit holes I would love to venture down any day.
Some might call you a pervert, sir.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
In the words of a wise man once told me, thank you, fuck you. I don't think that applies. Anyways, back on topic.
But Judge Dredd, the remake, I liked it. It was a good movie. Total Recall, I can't say because I haven't seen the remake.
It's really good. It don't venture too far off. Kate Beckinsale plays his wife,
Okay.
who is Colin Farrell. Who, you know, you
He's
remember
playing-
him? He used to be popular back then.
Yeah, he played in SWAT.
Really good movie. Now, I'll tell you another movie that he played in that I really enjoyed, and even to this day love it, that everybody's kind of looked past. Phone Booth, with him and Kiefer Sutherland.
I ain't never seen that neither.
I'm telling you right now, if you really want to watch a good movie, watch Phone Booth. That really will surprise you of how good that movie is. I will swear up and down by it right now. Me and Morgan, or my cousin Morgan, we went and watched it, you know, and we come out. It was great. We loved it. It's he's like a stock. I don't know. Remember if he's a stockbroker or what he is. He's very powerful, and he's very. I wouldn't say powerful, but he's very
Wealthy.
wealthy.
Okay.
And he's having an affair, and one day he's walking down the street, and somebody shoots this. He gets this phone call on the payphone rings, and it's just ringing, and he's like, all right. So he walks over to pick her up, and there's this voice that starts talking to him, and he's like, all right, well, you know, fuck you, I'm gonna hang up. And then I'm trying to remember because it's been so long, but there's this whore or streetwalker. It's in New York City, and
Horror Streetwalker in
yeah,
New York City, never.
she's knocking on the door, and she says, "Hey, get out of there! I gotta make a phone call or whatever." Well, she steps out and she goes tells the pimp. The pimp comes back, and all of a sudden, this guy that he's talking to on the phone shoots the pimp. So now everybody thinks he did it.
Oh, shit.
So now he's stuck in this phone booth with Kiefer Sutherland's got a sniper rifle in one of these buildings in New York City on him, and everybody else. And it's got Forrest Whitaker, and it plays a cop. I don't know if you know who Forrest.
Yep.
You know him, but
Yeah, I know exactly who
God,
it
I'm
is.
gonna tell you right now, that's gonna be a good episode. When we cover got actors you know, but you don't know.
Yep.
But anyways, so he's trying to, in the Kiefer Sutherland's character, it's like, you know, you can't tell nobody. You can't tell nobody. So he's innocent, but he's trying not to give it away.
Yeah.
About anything, you know what I mean? And oh shit, is he turning around?
I don't know.
I don't think I was going very fast. I was going 50. So he's stuck in that phone booth right there.
Yeah.
And he can't go, no, he can't leave it. If he leaves it, you know, he's shot dead, or he's going to shoot somebody else. But he gets even more personal when he calls his mistress or his girlfriend or something and tries to get them to meet up somehow. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen this movie, so I'm just going by vaguely details that I remember.
It sounds interesting as hell.
Yeah, so he's stuck in that little phone booth, and everybody thinks he's murdering people, or you know, whatever. And Kiefer Sutherland's just up there, basically trying to bring him back down off his high horse.
Yeah, trying to bring him back to earth.
Yeah, great movie. It's called Phone Booth. I highly recommend it if anybody, you know, looking for a good movie. But anyways, back on to topic.
I have one that will surprise you. The Ring is a remake.
It was The Ring and the Grudge was a Japanese horror movies, wasn't it?
The original Ring come out in Japan. It's called Ringu.
Yeah.
and it has since been
banned, hasn't it? Like, it's not.
I don't know if it's banned or not.
I'm thinking of a different one. I
We
think.
got the Ring and Ring 2, but I think here the last couple of years they remade
It was called Rings.
Rings.
I
I
have
don't know
not
if it's
watched
a
it yet.
reboot or what.
From what I was gathering, because I was looking, reading about it, because I was wanting to watch it on their streaming service the other day, and basically there's a videotape in the videotape. There's a video in the video, a hidden video in there,
Well,
in the video. I know it's kind of sounds weird, but I mean,
but you know the Ring we got, I was surprised that it was a remake. When I learned that it was a Japanese movie, I was like, oh well, shit.
well, same thing with The Grudge too.
I think I watched. I can't remember if I watched The Grudge or not.
Grudge had Sarah Michelle Gellar in it, and she was in like Japan.
I may have watched it. I can't remember.
But I know what movie I was thinking of that got banned. It wasn't The Ring. It was the Japanese version of a movie called Pulse that come out. I don't remember anything about it. It was a scary movie. I remember watching it, and I remember after I got home from the movies, I heard that it was a Japanese movie.
Really?
And it had been banned or something because it was too scary. This was back 2006, 2007.
I have
somewhere
yet to
around there.
see a movie that I define as too scary.
Yeah. Well, speaking of scary movies, I don't know. I know we're off topic, but do you remember? I think it had Michael Keaton in it. It was called White Noise.
Yeah.
I seen that the other day in the streaming service, and I was getting ready to watch it.
Sinister and Sinister 2's on there also.
See, I've never watched the Sinister movies.
It's a little odd,
I've never watched that.
but I think it'd pretty well right up our alley. It's got Ethan Hawke in it in the first
Okay.
one. But I put The Ring as a good one.
Yeah. Because technically, it is a remake. That completely slips you.
Here's one that's may come as a shock to you. It'll come to a shock to a bunch of people, I'm sure. There is one guy I will label as the remaster. Not remaster. Shit. Damn it. Reboot / remake. Supreme being, I guess you could say. He's the top dog. He's dead now, though. That's George A. Romero.
Oh, yeah. Yep. He remade his movie.
He remade every damn one of his movies.
That's how you know when you're that damn good. When you remake your movies and still be good, even better than your originals.
Yep, because I have seen the original black and white Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
I have seen the remake. It come out in the 90s. And there is actually one main character major difference.
In Night of the Living Dead?
Yeah. In the original, Barbara is this damsel in distress character. She's helpless. Think of Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
That bitch is always needing help.
Okay. That's how the original Barbara was in the 68 version of Night of the Living Dead.
Or kind of like Princess Peach, that bitch is always getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
And sooner or later, you think Mario would go, you know what, fuck it. This bitch is just taken by this dinosaur. I don't care.
Yep.
I'm not doing it no more.
But her character changes dramatically in the 90s version. Yeah, at first you think she's the typical damsel in distress, and then she does a complete 180 and she becomes like this strong character.
We're also in the age where every movie or TV show nowadays has got to have a strong female.
Well, this was back before
character.
any of that shit.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that I think we're putting too much of that in movies. Like, it's almost like a requirement now that you have to. You know, that's what I'm saying. I think it's gotten to the point where we're almost required to always have one in a movie. So
I see what you're saying. But yeah, that wasn't the case with this. And I mean, you know, he didn't remake any one of his other movies until then. It was Dawn of the Dead, then Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead. I mean, he remade pretty much all of his movies.
Yeah.
And every damn remake I like just as good, or if not better, than the original.
And he's the one that really started the whole zombie craze over the last few years. I mean, okay, obviously The Walking Dead took it to a new level. But why did The Walking Dead? Well, of course, the comics, you know. But I'm pretty sure Kirkman and all them that were, you know, that's...
Oh, that's how, like, all the zombie shuffle and how they walk and everything. George A. Romero was the first to do that.
Yeah.
And they all copied Romero's zombies.
So if you love Walking Dead, you have George A. Romero to thank for that. Not just the original ones, but to reboot them all that started this whole thing.
You know, he started it all back in '68.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think that, I mean, because of him, we had this whole... Yeah, we'd had some zombie films before then, but they were more like the Haitian zombies.
Yeah.
More of a trance. He took that and spun it on its head and turned them into living, you know, the living dead.
Yeah. Which zombies really are originally a Haitian thing.
Voodoo thing.
Yeah. And that's something you don't want to fuck with. I'm sorry. Ouija boards and voodoo are something you just don't want to fuck with.
No.
Matter if you believe it or not, still, I mean, actually, I think I would fuck with a Ouija board more than probably what I would fuck with anything to do with voodoo, to be honest.
I mean, but, yeah, I agree. Don't fuck with voodoo. Ouija board, on the other hand, I mean, fuck, it's made by the same assholes that, fucking make Monopoly boards, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, you know, look, I've tried a Ouija board before, and we made out of actually a fucking pizza box, me and Ashley did.
You get into what they call a fucking spirit board, you might want to watch out.
Yeah, well, see, me and Rachel really didn't believe in any of that. I mean, we believed in ghosts and stuff, but as far as like Ouija boards and all that, and we didn't have one, and I sure hell wasn't about. I refused to bring one in the house. I said, no, we're not getting a Ouija board.
It's made by Parker Brothers.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But
come on.
Ashley's like, well, let's just make one out of this pizza box here. I was like, all right, whatever. Let's make one out of this pizza box. But then after me and her were talking the last episode about the experience, some stuff kind of happened. Either it's a coincidence or not, I don't know. I'm going to say it might be a coincidence, but...
Probably, but at the same time, y'all may have made something closer to a spirit board than an actual Ouija board.
Yeah. But, you know, all
or
things with
the however the hell they want to pronounce it.
OEG or something.
Yeah.
But with anything paranormal, it's always going to be skeptical, you know?
Yeah.
You believe it or you don't believe it, and, you know... But yeah, voodoo's something you just don't want to fuck with. Because that shit...
Yeah.
Voodoo dolls, zombies, the fucking sickness things that they can put on you. I mean, you could be walking down the road one day and burst into flames.
They know all what herbs and this, that, and the other they can get what they need out of, because it's, you know, voodoo's been practiced for too damn long for me to even consider thinking about.
Look what Papa Shango did to the Ultimate Warrior, made him throw up during a wrestling match. So, I mean, you don't want to fuck with that.
Yes.
But anyways, back on to topics.
But
I don't know what we were talking about.
Well, I was getting ready to tell you another remake that a lot of people, I've told you before off air, but a lot of people don't realize is a remake. Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, because I didn't realize that, and I'm a Nicolas Cage fan. I love Nicolas Cage. I've seen just about every one of his movies.
That, you have to be this kind of rolls back into one of my other hobbies, being a gearhead. Yeah. That's kind of one of the car guy movies.
Yeah.
It was made by He was a no-name guy. It's HB. I butcher his last name, so I ain't even gonna bother saying it. If you want to find it, you can Google the original Gone in 60 Seconds. He owned a junkyard in California, and he has a 90-minute car chase scene, and a lot of the cop cars in the movie are actual cop cars because he didn't have a permit to do the filming.
So it's just 90-minute chase.
Oh, the movie is almost 3 hours long, I think.
Jesus Christ.
And it was made on a shoestring budget. Because like I said, the guy owned a junkyard. And this was made back in, the big car at the time, new car was the 73 Mach 1.
That's just as long as the end game is.
He fucking totals this bitch.
Wow.
But the one chase scene from where he gets the Mach 1 from start to the time he delivers it is 90 minutes long.
Wow. So when was this one made?
74, 75,
wow.
Something like that. Something of that nature.
I had no idea that was a remake.
Yep. I mean, they share some of the same similarities, except in the original, the car thieves aren't just car thieves. They're they're insurance agents.
Okay. Is it called Gone in 60 Seconds?
Now the way you find it is the original Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what it was called. Now I like it. It's an older movie.
See, I had no idea that Scarface and Gone in 60 Seconds were remakes of movies.
Like I said, The Untouchables is,
and it's crazy.
I know.
You would never. I don't know. Hollywood needs to get a little bit more original. I mean, I know it's probably at sometimes writer's block, blah blah blah, and there's only so many things you can do, so many ideas, whatever. So I guess a good remake, would be it's something.
And to me, I like both the original and the remake Gone in 60 Seconds. So I'll put them as a good. But
so now here is we've covered a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
But now here we come to the bad and the ugly. So let's start with the bad.
Bad.
Yeah. There's a fine line between the bad and the ugly.
No.
Well, you know what? We're just going to go to the ugly. How about that? Because I want to just go on about the ugly.
Oh, damn. Do you want to start or would you like me to?
You know what? I'm going to start this because I'm a big fan of Godzilla.
Yeah.
And Godzilla 2000 with Matthew Broderick was the biggest piece of shit of a movie I have ever watched. I
will say one nice thing about it.
Is there a nice thing to say about it?
Yes. Green Day put out a hell of a song for its soundtrack.
That and Puff Daddy. Or P. Diddy or
fuck him.
What is it? Okay, so, alright, the soundtrack was good. The movie, on the other hand,
was fucking shit.
Yeah. One, Godzilla female.
No.
I'm sorry, no. I know you want to put a twist on a remake, okay, but no.
To me, all they done was turn more or less a T-Rex loose.
Yes, thank you.
In New York.
Yes, it was Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, when the T-Rex went out in New York or wherever it was.
I can't remember.
But
basically, that's what it is.
Yeah, we just got an updated version of that because he really looked like a T-Rex. Or, I'm sorry,
she looked like a T-Rex.
Looked like a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Well, whatever gender it identifies with. He, she.
Well, they identified it with a pregnancy test, so that, it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, it was New York City because I remember all the eggs were below Madison Square Garden or the subway or something like that. I think it was a Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that... Oh my god.
And
Matthew Broderick sucked. The whole thing sucked.
Godzilla didn't have the spikes running up and down its back. No. It didn't fight no big. It fought the U.S. Army. Well, holy shit. That was no accomplishment there.
No.
I have to call it a it, because I can't call it a she. I can't call it Godzilla.
Yeah, I don't even think that was fucking Godzilla.
It didn't shoot fire. Fucking garbage.
Yeah, what was this? This was not Godzilla.
If I had a time machine, I'd go back and burn every copy of that film.
I'd go back, and whoever wrote that script or had the idea,
kick them in the balls.
I'd do the same thing that they did to Steve Irwin.
Oh, fuck.
I'd go back in time.
Oh, fuck.
I'd go back in time
and throw a stingray in the bed with them?
I would
or in the bathtub?
A jaguar. I would get a goddamn jaguar and throw it in and lock him in a room with that jaguar and let that jaguar go to town.
That movie was shit.
Yeah.
That shouldn't. And that may explain why it took so long to get a new Godzilla movie. And thankfully, it was a good one.
Yeah. Because, well, technically, that's a remake, so we can talk about that one. The 2014 Godzilla.
Well, King of the Monsters is a remake, too.
Yeah, it is a remake of...
Basically, I think they're rebooting the whole damn series.
Yeah, because King of the Monsters was the original... when Ghidorah first,
that was
come on the scene. Yeah, they had Rodan in it, they had Mothra, they battled Ghidorah. So, yeah, technically, both of those have been remakes.
Yeah.
And we'll put those on the good ones.
Oh, of course.
Especially King of the Monsters is on the good ones.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like I said, I think I enjoyed that more than Endgame.
The only part that threw me for a loop with King of the Monsters was that Mothra was the queen of the monsters.
Yeah, but she was so small.
Yeah, that was... And basically, the only one she bowed to was the king.
Yeah.
And she was one of the few that didn't get distracted by... oh, fuck, help me out here.
Ghidorah? Rodan?
Yeah, Ghidorah's trance where he controlled and awakened all the other monsters.
Yeah.
Mothra seen through his bullshit, and she automatically, from the get-go, helping Godzilla fight the asshole.
Yeah.
She knew who the real king was and who her king is.
There is only one king, and
it's Godzilla.
But you bow to that fucking king, and that's what King Kong's going to do. He's going to bow to that king.
I don't know. It'd be a good one.
It is going to be a good one. But yeah, that I think it was called Godzilla 2000, or it might have just been called Godzilla, but it wasn't Godzilla. Like we said.
No, it's just called Godzilla.
Okay, it should have been just called T-Rex.
It should have been called fucking shit.
Yeah. Don't watch our movie.
They should have called it, Ferris Bueller's Reptile Pet.
Really? That's what it should have been called.
I mean, honestly.
If you want an honest movie title, yeah, because...
It's fucking garbage.
You appeased no fanboys, even people that don't know anything about Godzilla, you still did not appease them. You put out a movie that did not do anything or make anybody happy because it was terrible.
I don't even think either one of my children would watch that movie.
Yeah. I wouldn't want any of my children. I don't have children, but I wouldn't want them watching that.
I don't think either one of them would attempt to watch it.
No. I wouldn't put anybody through that torture.
Because my youngest watched King of the Monsters with me from start to finish. And his eyes were glued to the fucking TV.
Just like us.
Yeah.
Our eyes are still glued to the hat.
Absolutely. This one's definitely an ugly movie. There's no two ways about it.
Okay.
And it has an actor in it you really like.
Keanu Reeves?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage is one of my favorite actors.
Well,
which one?
He might be, but this movie fucking blows balls.
Are you talking about Ghost Rider, the second Ghost Rider?
No, second Ghost Rider.
Bangkok, no, it wasn't Bangkok Dangerous. What was the one where he was like a time traveler or time jumper? Was it Next?
Next, he can see into the future.
Yeah, Next.
The next so many minutes or hours or some bullshit.
Yeah.
No, it's the Wicker Man.
God damn, was that garbage. I don't know what's worse, that or Godzilla. I honestly think Wicker Man might be worse. I really do.
I'd rather watch Godzilla, the so-called Godzilla, as Wicker Man.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Ferris Bueller's Giant Lizard.
Yeah. That's honestly what that movie should have been called.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller's Lizard's Day Off or something. I don't know.
This should have just been called, you know, Creepy Island with Women.
Well, yeah.
Because that's all this fucking movie is an island of females, and supposedly, you know, he's a sheriff, and a little girl goes missing from this said community, and he goes to said community on island to investigate. And it ain't nothing more than a fucking setup for him to be a sacrifice.
Yeah, which you may think that sounds...
That sounds like a great fucking movie, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it. No,
absolutely
yeah.
fucking not. Hell no.
It made me not even want to watch the original. And until this day, I've not watched it. And then everybody says you can't judge it because the original is actually good. I can't do it.
No. Just absolutely fucking not.
I mean, I guess it's not Nicolas Cage's fault. I mean, it was, you know, he didn't write the fucking movie.
No, it's
but
just I don't know if this is how much I don't like the movie. I couldn't tell you if the acting's worth a damn, or if it was a script problem, or both. That's how much I dislike this movie.
Yeah, it was. There's no excuse for that movie.
And
to be that bad.
Every list you look up of like the worst remakes,
it's always Godzilla and Wicker Man.
Godzilla and Wicker Man is on every damn list I have ever looked on Rotten Tomatoes, Screen Rant, IMDb. Oh my God!
I mean,
it's
even the greatest movies on Rotten Tomatoes for some reason they always rate them bad. So can you imagine what this movie was rated? Did you see how many Rotten Tomatoes or whatever, however they score?
It's like 3%.
How can you even give that movie a 3%? Who could even vote yes on this movie to even like it? Except for maybe the directors.
That, and the only other, I have a working theory on that.
Does it involve Steve Irwin?
No, it does not involve Steve Irwin.
Okay.
Fuck no. No.
Steve Irwin would not let that happen, by the way.
We're not getting into that shit. No,
I'm just telling you.
No, not this shit again. No.
Okay. All
right. For a later time, you'll have your moment in about the next month.
Yeah.
But it's fucking crackheads. Has to be fucking crackheads.
Or somebody really fucking high or drunk. And even then, I don't know. Remakes out. There is a couple of things we do have to talk about. Remakes.
There is a good one. To me, it's good.
Okay.
I like the original. It.
Yes. I love Stephen King's It.
With Tim Curry. I have the whole, the miniseries movie that they made with Tim Curry in it back in the 90s on DVD. And my little girl got interested in it when the trailer come out for it, when they remade it. So I bought it and watched it with her. And they done a really good fucking job.
Yeah, and my only concern about it is that Pennywise wasn't in it enough in the first one.
No.
But it's like, but when he was in it, fucking amazing. Well, it's just but of course when I go back to watch the first one, it's kind of the same thing.
It's the same thing when they're children. He's around enough to scare them and burn it into their mind.
Because it's more about the kids' relationship with each other as friends.
How they build and come together to, what they thought defeat said evil. Yeah. When really they just put it to sleep.
And that's why I'm really excited for part 2, because part 2, he's in it more.
Oh, he'll have to be in it more.
And what's his name? I know Skarsgård. He's related to the guy on in the Marvel universe that plays Eric Selvig, the scientist that was in Thor, and he had the cube.
I can't remember.
He's also related to Have you ever watched True Blood?
Bits and pieces.
You know Eric Northman, the vampire Eric Northman?
Yeah.
That's his brother.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And their dad is the guy in the like I said, in the Marvel universe. He plays Dr. Selvig. He's got he's interested in the Tesseract cube, and he's in Thor.
Okay,
the old
yeah.
professor. Yeah, that's their dad.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's.
But he done a good job.
Oh yeah.
He's very, and that's one difference I can note from the original remake versus the remake is the original is kind of like the original Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, Tim Curry's a big smart ass, and lots of things are actually funny in the original It versus It 2's, the remake is very darker.
Yeah.
More sinister. Seemed like he's more calculating.
Have you ever read the book? I got the book in my work locker because I was reading it.
It's like that thick.
Oh, it's like,
Yeah.
it's huge.
I think it's like 700 some pages or something.
Yeah. I've not even scratched the surface of it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's ridiculous.
but from what I've read, it is good.
Oh yeah, it's an amazing book.
It's just, but I'm looking forward to part 2 because
Oh,
from all the trailers, I get the hiccups for some reason. But from all the trailers I've seen of part 2, it looks like he's in it more. He looks like he's back and scarier than ever, and ready to fuck some shit up.
Well, I'd say he will, because if you remember in the original, and when they're adults, that's when he becomes more ruthless.
Yeah.
When he realizes, you're too old. He tells him, you're too old to do anything to me, blah, blah, blah. He's kind of scared of him, and that's when he gets more ruthless and scary and really tries hard.
Yeah, because he's from
adults.
another dimension.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Which I fried your brain with how Stephen King has the Stephen King universe, and how it is part of it ties into The Shining and Dark Towers and damn near everything.
Yeah, that's yeah, I mean, I kind of was interested in that, and I started doing, reading more research, and I was like, wow, this.
Yeah.
I like that, how he ties them all in. You may not notice it.
I know one thing. Everything has happened in like some part of Maine. It makes me never want to visit that fucking state.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's one of those.
I mean, who even goes to Maine anyways?
Well, I know why he bases his shit in Maine, because that's where he lives.
Yeah.
Which it's not a remake, but he had 2 shows on TV that was based off books.
Stephen King?
Yep. One of them's Under the Dome.
I've never heard of it.
It's a pretty good show. And the other one was on Sci-Fi for like 6 seasons, called Haven. It's based off the Colorado Kid book.
I think I've heard of it, but I'm not for sure.
It's a good show.
That might have been back when Sci-Fi was actually.
It's got Edge.
Good. Okay.
After he retired.
Oh, Edge is in it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, the rated R superstar.
And yeah, Edge is in it. Like I said, his character's really interesting. You really need to watch the series.
Now, I do like Edge, the rated R superstar Edge.
But we're talking about series, so there's been a few TV series that's been remade.
And they've even made like MacGyver. They've rebooted MacGyver. I've never watched it. I've not heard anything about it.
They rebooted MacGyver.
Mystery Science Theater. Netflix has brought that back. I've not watched any of that yet.
More or less, they rebooted Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Hey, Bill Nye the fucking Science Guy is awesome.
They just changed the name. Bill Nye Saves the World.
Yeah.
It's essentially he kind of grew up in that show about like how we grew up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not PG no more.
No. God, I remember going in the middle school, back in school, and walking into the class, like science class, and seeing that TV there. It's like, fuck yeah, we're gonna watch a video. And I sit down, I'm like, hey, what what video we watching? Bill Nye the Science Guy. I said, fuck yeah. All right, I asked, what did you do in so-and-so's class today? We watched Bill Nye the Science Guy video. Fuck yeah, I'm going to class today.
You're right.
And I was like a senior in high school. I'd be skipping class. They're like, hey, we're watching a Bill Nye. And what's that going to show you? Even in high school, they were still showing Bill's videos.
Yeah.
Because I know this is going to sound lame, but he did make learning fun. He made science fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching it. And I know this is going to sound stupid. Even Magic School Bus, though.
I vaguely remember that from elementary school.
Yeah, but, which they've rebooted that.
Yeah.
That's on one of the, I don't know what network that's on, but that's it. That's
I know
rebooted.
I know it's on Netflix.
Yeah, they got the original on Netflix right now.
I think both of them are.
Are they both are?
Yeah, they're rebooting He-Man and She-Ra.
Oh, yeah. Now, She-Ra, I think, has been rebooted on Netflix. I think I've seen
I don't know if they have, but I know if She-Ra hasn't, they're going to, they're basically redoing He-Man and She-Ra.
Yeah. Another good TV show, they've made Lethal Weapon into a TV show.
Yeah.
I've not watched any of that.
I haven't either.
I heard it was good.
Well, they rebooted AT&T's on strike.
Well.
Even though that has nothing to do with our podcast.
No.
Yep. But
trust me, guys, we know how you feel.
Absolutely. But anyways, shit, where was I going?
I bet internet's crappy right now with AT&T.
Yeah, customer service, getting through to a customer service rep is probably fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't blame them. The union filed unfair labor practices.
Yeah.
Which is, I come from that industry, and I know how they are. So yeah, that's easily feasible and pretty easily proven. But anyways, back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
They rebooted Magnum P.I.
Did they reboot?
Remade Miami Vice.
Oh.
So,
Shooter. I know that was a movie.
That was a movie.
They put it on USA Network with Ryan Phillippe.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I've heard nothing but fucking amazing things about that show.
I haven't
got to watch it. It makes me want to watch it.
I mean, because I love the movie.
Yeah. Well, Ryan Phillippe is a great actor, too.
Well, think about it. Everybody went nuts over the Transformer movies.
Oh, we forgot to cover that. That was a remake.
Yeah.
Which I actually did like the Transformer movies. The last one was all right.
It all started from cartoons.
Yeah.
And Ninja Turtles kind of the same way.
Yeah.
They rebooted it. I think we might have already mentioned that, though.
Yeah, I think we talked about it in a later episode, a couple episodes ago or whatever. Yeah. First two were good. We didn't like the third one. But the remake...
I've seen the first remake.
I've seen the first one.
I haven't seen the second
really
one.
Good. Yeah, the first one
they actually they brought in Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, and Krang's in it, ain't he? Krang, the brain guy.
I can't remember if he's in the first one or not.
No, he's in the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, so is Rocksteady and Bebop because Sheamus, WWE superstar Sheamus, did the voice of one of them. I think it was Rocksteady.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it's Rocksteady.
Yeah.
But another show that they rebooted was Charmed.
Yeah, I heard it's a lot darker than what the original was.
The original was kind of, I guess, campy, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, I guess, closer to a soap opera.
Yeah, I mean, I like Charm. When I see it on, I'll watch it.
I watched it, yeah.
I've never sat down and watched from episode 1, season 1, all the way on. But when I see it on and I got nothing else, well, hey, it's Charm. Yeah. Why not? Alyssa Milano and all that.
Yeah.
And it's actually a good show.
Yeah.
So.
And I want to say there was another one.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have any more bullet points of these topics? We're running long.
So, that's all I can think of right now. I'm tired. Wore the hell out.
But, I guess that's about it for the topics. But we do have a few other things I want to talk about. Do you have anything you want to mention or or just anything in general you want to mention that's happened? I mean, I know we've covered the Marvel and Sony thing with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Did you see the Star Wars poster that they've released for the new one?
I've seen it in passing. I didn't get to take a good look at it.
So
It looks like a Jedi, judging by the blue lightsaber, and then a red lightsaber. So I'm assuming it's another Sith Lord.
well, it's Rey and Kylo Ren are battling. Now, of course, in the trailer that they finally released like months ago, you could hear the Emperor's laugh at the end.
Okay.
When they say some things don't die, or some people don't die, or nobody's really truly dead, or something like in that effect.
Basically letting you know the Emperor's there.
Yeah, and then you hear his laugh. Well, the newest poster, like I said, has Kylo Ren and Rey fighting, because they're new.
Yeah.
You know, because Kylo Ren's the son of Han Solo and everything, and Rey, whatever, you know. I don't want to spoil too much for those who have not seen it. But in the background, it's the fucking Emperor. A big face, his big face, the Emperor's face.
So that's letting you know he's going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
And probably in a big way.
And now the newest little leak, there was a leak thing from a D23 conference, a leak clip that had Vader's breathing in it.
So they're going to try to resurrect Vader.
Yeah, well, this is the rise of Skywalkers, and this movie is supposed to end the whole Skywalker saga before they go into the new trilogy that's going to be completely new characters in it. So,
See, I don't know that much about it.
Yeah.
I've quit. Like I said, I've not kept up with Star Wars.
and
in years.
they confirmed Ewan McGregor is coming back to play Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Disney Plus series Kenobi.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he done a good Obi-Wan.
Yeah, and then they showed the trailer for a new Disney Plus series called, or no, it was a movie, I think. I'm not for sure which one. It's called The Mandalorian, about
Yeah.
the bounty hunters.
I read something about that.
Yeah, but I'm so psyched because we're just a couple months away from Episode 9, and you know how I am. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Darth Vader's he's my bro. You know, he's a Sith Lord, so I can't wait for that. I don't know.
Then you got Netflix. I'm wanting to say, is it in a couple weeks now at this point? Releasing Breaking Bad sequel.
October 11th. They showed the trailer. It's called El Camino, but the trailer essentially was the character. This guy's being questioned. You don't see him at first, and he goes like, "I don't know where he is. I've told you 100 times." Then finally you see him, and it's Skinny Pete, a little minor character in Breaking Bad series. He's kind of like comedic relief. Him and the other guy, Badger, was Jesse Pinkman's.
So they're looking for Jesse.
Yeah, they're looking for Jesse after. And first they don't mention. He's like, I don't know where he's at. So even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. You know what they did to him and locked him in a cage. No, man, I ain't gonna help you get him. He could be gone to Mexico or anywhere right now. I don't know where Jesse Pinkman's at. And then you just pop up El Camino.
Yeah.
This come out as a surprise because we've been hearing rumors for the last 2 years that they were doing this.
That they were wanting to do something with Breaking Bad, and
they want to do a sequel or whatever. And everybody's like, is it going to be Walter going to be in it? Is what's going to be? We've been hearing it because all we've had right now is the Breaking Bad prequel, Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm starting to think it's almost up there in Breaking Bad level. It's that good.
Well, I mean, there's a theory about Breaking Bad.
Is it the Walking Dead theory?
Yep.
It's been confirmed. The creators have confirmed it. That blue meth that was found in the first, it's like the second episode of Walking Dead. Merle has that blue meth.
And that's what created the rage virus.
Yeah, but then also
helped
later,
give birth to the rage virus.
And also later in a couple seasons, Daryl was talking to Beth about him and Merle's past, and they're talking, and he goes, "Our drug dealer was this kid that walked around yelling bitch a lot."
Yeah.
That was what Jesse Pinkman used to do.
And Glenn, was supposedly seen working at that car dealership that he stole the
the Dodge Charger that was in
Challenger.
Yeah,
I think it was.
Yeah.
So you've got all that kind of making its own little universe too.
And like I said, this has been confirmed by the Vince Gilligan, the creators and the producers of Walking Dead. They both confirmed, yes, that is what they intentionally put that in there, both of them.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else. Oh, really quick, I don't know the details as of right now talking about it, but Kit Harington, I know you don't watch Game of Thrones.
No.
But Kit Harington, Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, has been confirmed he is going to be a part of the MCU.
I've read something about that, and the speculation I had read was more or less they're thinking he's going to be the new Wolverine.
That's pretty interesting because Kit Harington's good.
That idea had been floated around once before. They said he would make a good replacement for Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
And they did say they're bringing the mutants. This has been confirmed. We talked about this in the Comic-Con episode. You can get on YouTube and type in Marvel MCU's Comic-Con panel, and Kevin Feige, or however you pronounce his name.
Yeah, the head of Marvel.
He like I said, he's confirmed the mutants. He's confirmed Fantastic Four. So we know they're coming.
Yeah, we just don't know when and what capacity.
So
well, the mutants, we don't know who.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what he means by mutants. It could be Magneto, since he is Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch's dad.
It's possible.
So I mean that, yeah. But I'm trying to think. I think that's about it. Is there anything else you want to cover or?
That's about all I can think of right now. It's more, like I said,
we do got the seedings in the list.
Oh yeah.
Of our horror icon tourney.
Yep.
We still got another month before we actually post that on the Facebook page, Hillbilly Havoc Podcast.
We'll probably post it a little early how to determine who, how they could win, I guess.
We've not really decided that yet.
We got to come up with that.
Yeah. Or even if we're going to do it, because we don't know how we're going to...
Yeah.
We might just post it, and we might just, cover what we think.
Yeah, and let everybody else go wild.
Yeah, because we're definitely going to post a bracket on our Facebook page.
Yep.
So everybody can fill one out. That's still a ways away, but we got some good things coming up.
Oh yeah.
So
we do. We have Steve Irwin and Tupac tribute coming up shortly.
But anyways, like always, this is Jeff and JP. Thanks for listening, and
thank you and fuck you.
Yes.